everyone? Welcome back to Millennial Tavern. It is yours truly, the beautiful DM, Mr. Dan Spence. And I am joined by our lovely group here. So as you can see, we are a little down tonight. Things happen. Timing didn't really align. But we're moving forward with these three for this evening as we press ever onward into the fray of events for tonight. So what exactly has been happening, going on in the magical world of Genos?
A lot's been going on.
A lot, yes.
A lot has. Some very critical moments.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so we finished talking to Brazaria at the...
Brazara. Just
Brazara.
Remember, Cynthia got that name wrong. Yes. Remember, she said it was Brazaria and said it was a woman. And then it turns out she was actually mistaken.
God damn it, Cynthia, with your stupid ass gambling problem.
I told her she was wrong. Nobody believed me.
Yep. But you're actually right. You did call her out on that.
I was like, I'm pretty sure it's a son. No, there's a daughter.
See, and it just proves that NPCs can be wrong.
Yeah. So we talked to Brazara, which she is a he.
She is a he, yes.
We talked about, that I'm going to be in a fight in the arena. I'm going to be one of the main spectacles of the arena coming in a few days. And I got brandished. I got this little bracelet.
Cool knickknack.
If I don't come back in time, I die. If I tamper with it, I die. If anything else does to it, I die. Hence,
You go too far away, you die.
I die.
Yep. Lots of really fun death conditions.
Yes.
Your brand new character.
My brand new. Let's see.
I think he's like
It's been
10
brand new
sessions
for-
old now.
A little bit of a wind up.
10 sessions, 12 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's been like,
That was fun.
it's been like 2, maybe 3.
It's been like 3 days
Yeah.
in game.
Thereabouts. But yes, carry on.
So
After that, we met back in the hotel. We're like, whoa. So, like, we got big plans. Heard about the big announcement tomorrow. Or rather, yeah.
We heard the big announcement.
Yes.
And then we heard the big announcement.
Shiloh.
Oh my goodness.
Shiloh, come here.
You might be able to scratch his ear for him. Just so you guys know, Shiloh had to get a couple of little stitches. He got like a little boo-boo, and yeah, he's getting stitches up tomorrow, thankfully. But he's still wearing this nice little cone around his head, which means he can't scratch his ear as well as he'd like. So there we go. Actually, here, Shiloh, you want to come here?
Where should I not scratch?
You're good, and you were on the belly is where you don't want to scratch.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, if you want to pick him up really quick, you could showcase him.
Oh, that's what I felt.
His
when I
little
picked him
cone of
up.
shame. Yeah, the little cone of shame he's on.
No belly rubs for you.
No belly
I'm
rubs.
avoiding your belly.
Why are you gripping?
Grab his ass.
There we go. Shiloh and his cone of shame. So
Code of shame.
cone of shame.
Why does this phone look like a fucking Grinch hand? Like,
It does kind of, yeah. Well, it's because so long story. We'll talk about that later.
yeah, we'll talk about it.
Anyway. So carry on. Yeah, carry on. We're talking D&D. So
Yeah, sorry.
Alec, carry us
Yeah,
forward.
we kept we heard the announcement after trying to do some individual things.
And what was that announcement?
The announcement was from the person that is in charge, the commander of the Scale Legion. He was saying that there's grave news, meaning people will die in the war to come. But he's like, no, you should all join up, bro. We can't just sit around chilling like this, watching the Empire take over our free lands, And everyone's like, yeah, that.
Yeah.
And then he also said, but we're not getting involved. But here's how you can.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then he gave a bunch of flyers out for the Lord's newly, implemented privateer program.
Yes. 1,000 gold per ship, 50 gold per live capture of an officer, and 25 gold per Imperial mask.
Pretty strong.
Yeah.
So
pretty
lots of potential money to be made, assuming we don't like the Empire, which just us generally, at least Gordon and I are not with the Empire.
Nope.
For sure.
Nope.
No.
All right, let me get that out of the way. All right, so what else happened? I know you heard some conversations there, right, Oscar?
That I did while we were waiting for this big meeting to happen. I was able to run into or find some blighted lords in the crowd. I heard eavesdropped them a little bit, said something along the lines of something is going to happen, and the Blighted Lords were saying that they should probably skip the town, something along those lines.
No longer welcome in the city.
Probably. Don't know as to why. I thought the announcement would bring more, would shed more light onto that, but it seemed like the announcement was mainly for like the Imperials.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
Yeah.
The Blighted Lord stuff.
Yeah. So that now I don't know why the Blighted Lords might be kind of like stressing out.
That's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
Very.
I'll never tell. So there might be another reason as to why they're kind of flipping out and like kind of scurrying like little cockroaches. So we're gonna try to find that out maybe when we get back into town. Also, also, I mean, kind of to wrap things up. Oh well, I mean, yeah. We know that the statue. There's something fishy about the statue. There is something fishy about the statue.
Something about it. Screams, open me.
Yeah.
Something about it.
Yes.
Open me, daddy.
That statue was giving me the fuck me eyes. Straight up.
Wants you to go down under.
Yeah.
It
Go
does.
down on it.
Huh?
It does.
Oh.
It's actually, it seems to be hinting towards that.
Interesting.
Pretty interesting.
Is it a female statue?
It is. Ah!
Of the goddess Severi.
Big titty.
Statue girlfriend.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah, and then after the
Ooh.
big announcement, we resolved to go find Zephyrus, who we think is some sort of wizardy mage person.
Oh, we know he's a wizard.
We don't think we know he's a wizard.
We know.
Well, okay, that's what we
You
were
never
told.
know. You never know. What if he's a fucking...
Yeah, it could all be a front.
Oh, it's like that one
Could be a
movie
fucking-
with the monkeys, the flying monkeys.
Wait, there's a curtain.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Yeah.
But yeah, so how did you guys end up doing that? You ran into his sister or something like that?
We ran into his apprentice,
Yes.
who was so back-ordered and just overwhelmed by angry customers, Karen's banging on the door, Karen's and Kevin's alike. And he was like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. And we're like, yo, you know what's crazy? We want to see what's in there. He's like, that's crazy. I don't know what the fuck's in there. We're like, you work here, don't you? He's like, yeah, but I don't know what's in there. Huh? So we're like, okay, we'll go find your master. We'll come bring him back, and then after that we can do some business.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much we went and got some horses.
Business.
Got a carriage.
Mhm.
Which
And then we did set off.
We well, I was
And
gonna say we
you
did
did find out too that the guy that you talked to is actually the person who fulfills all of the orders for those magical steins.
Yes.
Just like the one that you have.
Correct.
The one made by Zephyrus. So yes. He is the man who you
I was
pay.
tempted to do it to see if he would just jingle aloud when he was talking to us.
It's
No potion would actually show up. Like, it's
yeah,
not
what are
working.
not working.
I want a refund.
Wait, I just
Hey, you
reminded
see
me.
this?
What are we gonna do with our little goblin friend?
He can. That's fine.
I think we can give up on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, anyways,
I just remembered that. I'm like, oh, little guy's around still.
totally. How's that? Yeah, stream started. Yeah. Yeah, we're live.
Yeah, you told that.
Oh, I guarantee we're live. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm watching
okay.
this right now.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Woo woo. But anyways, that's a great recap. So basically, one of the things we ended up doing as we closed out is you were essentially all in the back of a carriage heading off over in this direction towards a spot in the map that his assistant Jarvin kind of just like marked out for you. Like he gave you guys a general description of what the area looks like. He's never actually really been there himself, or like 1 or 2 times in the past. And he just knows generally where it is. He actually did tell you that the entrance of the cave is magically disguised and it's kind of hidden in the rocks. And he kind of described the general area for you. But as you end up getting that carriage, heading all the way over to this point where you're roughly like, oh, we could probably just start walking to the woods. The carriage goes ahead and stops, and everyone starts getting out. As it happens, Edard ends up kind of just getting off to the side and just begins kind of like talking to the side over with Elena. As they're kind of discussing things, it looks like they kind of turn to you and say something like, you know what? We're going to actually go back to town. I have something I realize I need to take care of. And then they're just going to kind of like talk to you really briefly, just kind of letting them know like, hey, listen, this is something we're trying to figure out. It's something we're trying to finish. And they're just going to start walking on the road back over towards the town.
Road again.
You're also going to notice as Bojangles
Give me your maps.
ends up kind of going through, and he is going to turn around and actually drop off some maps, and he's just going to actually hand this off to you, Reginald. He's going to say, here's some additional information for you. And this is what we've been kind of working on, but I'll see you back at the room anyways. So and they'll both kind of head off to the room with Bojangles as they're walking away.
Okay. Bye.
Well, I guess I'll just hang out here then.
Is that Vivo? Or
No.
the cart driver?
Car driver.
Car driver. Oh, okay. Oh, we're here.
Are we at the cave already?
You guys aren't in the
Or
cave, but you
we
guys are
are-
at the intersection where it looks like you can kind of walk off into the to the woods and go ahead and figure out where this cave is.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to wait here, we'll back in.
Remember, I expect to be paid.
Oh, you
Time
shut
to
up.
wait.
You shut up.
Well, Edard paid you already. Up front.
Oh, you paid me to get out here, yeah.
Correct.
We don't know how long I'm going to be staying out here, though.
That's fair. Absolutely.
So. All right.
Okay. We'll try not to be long.
Edward walked off with the sending stone.
That could have been one of the things we took.
It's in the bag.
Yeah, there's an extra sending stone in the bag.
There is an extra thing. So.
All right. Cool.
So whether you can
I
go
was
ahead and
thinking-
add this thing in your inventory.
Go ahead, Arthur.
I will have both.
Okay.
Yo,
That's
both.
fine.
I will hold on to both.
I mean,
Okay.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
You got it.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, they're done. Oh,
Guys,
shit.
that's it. All right, we're done.
Wait, I wasted it.
Just throw one in the bag of holding it.
All right. So, what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna start heading towards the cave.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're gonna kind of start walking off into the wood line.
I guess as I'm gonna follow Sim right behind Scorn, just as we're walking behind him, just kind of surveying the area a little bit, see if I see anything like weird or like that, maybe some broken tree branches, maybe something that if there's anything going on.
Okay. I'm assuming you're gonna be kind of doing this the entire way through.
Yeah.
Okay. So right now, I want you to go ahead and roll nature for me.
It's an 11.
Hey.
Yeah.
Come on, nature boy.
So as you're looking around, you're gonna end up realizing that the vast majority of the woods are actually pretty untouched. It looks like there's like one little path that kind of goes off, but you're noticing that the vines are all kind of intertwined. The bushes and everything are pretty much undisturbed. Because everyone's just like kind of nice little ant trail that you're able to kind of follow. But even then, it looks like things are kind of overgrown a bit into the ant trail. So like it's like more difficult for you to kind of walk through without brushing against it. You can kind of tell as you're walking through and turning around. Yeah, you could tell that you've kind of went down this path. Like looking behind you, you could tell there's a difference between where you were going forward and where you were behind.
I have a question. I have
Yes.
2 questions.
Just go for it.
Remind me again, we're like time of year wise, in terms of like seasons, we're more in like approaching autumn or like we're in autumn.
So as a quick little recap, the way the seasons work here, they aren't exactly spring, autumn, winter, spring, summer, autumn, winter, or fall, and all that stuff. It doesn't really go like that. So right now you're in like the growing season, but then it just kind of immediately jumps into another season. It's all based off the circle of clouds as they kind of move around the entire material.
So
Are we in growing season?
Yes, you're on growing season.
it's for growers, not showers. Showing season's later.
Showing season is later when it falls out. So.
And what time of day is it right now?
So by the time you guys end up going over there, you kind of got out after the little seminar and everything. You listened to Oleg speak. Got in the car. It was about half a day's travel to get there. You're roughly getting close to nightfall. Not entirely nightfall yet, but you're pretty close.
We all see in the dark.
Humans come.
Wait.
Sorry, I guess my season question meant what's the weather like? Is it gonna be like super cold at night or like it's warmer?
It's not going to be ridiculously cold. It's going to be like pretty warm.
So we're kind of in summer.
It's like
Ish.
like think of it as like the late spring season. Yes.
Currently, what we are in now.
Yeah, that's a pretty fair.
That's great.
All right. So as you guys are going on this path, though, what do you want to do?
You didn't. That's an answer.
I know. That's fine.
I
I The answer it was a yes/no question.
It was a yes/no.
Can I please level up again?
No. All right. So anything you guys are going to do as you're kind of walking through before I start making people do other rolls?
I'm just still
Nah,
just
I'm
keeping
just-
a lookout as we're walking by and see if I see any movement.
I'm gonna take. Okay. I'm sorry.
What's the order we want to be in as we're walking?
I'm
Yeah,
dead,
that's what I was about.
I'm dead last.
I'd
Want to
be
dead last?
I'd be in
I'm
the
gonna be
middle.
dead last.
I thought you
Actually-
were first.
That's fine, but I'm just how I'm trying to think of our character now that it's the three of us. How do we actually want to be in order? You want to be last? That's fine.
I'm not. I don't have a good perception. It's meta.
Well,
I could be a great. What's your AC? Original.
my AC for the left.
I can be in the
16.
front. That's fine. I can be in the
Do I have to attune?
I mean,
to
I
my
can be
little
like a-
plus
in the
one
front with
shield
you.
to use
Yeah.
it?
I don't
Like
think
we can
it's
just be
anymore.
like side by side.
But just be aware. As far as I move. I'm not stationary being in the front. When if we're fighting, and my ass moves.
Okay.
Just be
Like,
aware.
I hope so. I mean,
I'm just like I'm not.
generally they'll be like,
I'm not gonna
"Hey,
be like,
look, he's
"Halt
standing
here."
still." He's literally just in the back line and nobody's looking.
My ass is gonna just fucking appear.
I mean, I
What's
guess
gonna
if
happen?
the path is wide enough, I'd be like right next to Scorn.
Okay. Let's go ahead and kind of
Is this
map it out.
this way?
Let's say for all intents and purposes where you guys are standing right now is fine.
Okay.
So.
I'll be in the back.
All right. Cool.
So I'll just
Right.
be, I'll be gazing obviously with
Yeah. So I want you to go ahead and roll investigation, and I want you to go ahead and tell me what it was you wanted to do.
I know he did a nature check earlier. I guess. Can you tell me not really. Do I I don't know. I'm not gonna be letting. That's more of a survival check. Oh, do I see any tracks? But,
Yeah, you could roll survival if you want. Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll just
11,
look.
by the way.
11. Okay.
Is
Cool.
it still muddy? Because it hasn't rained in a couple.
It hasn't
days.
rained in a couple days now.
So dryish ground.
Dryish.
Oh wow. It's not bad. 18 survival.
18. Yes, actually, as you're looking around, you can obviously see the tracks of the people that are really caught, literally walking in front of you and everything. As you're looking around, though, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot that's really disturbed. You're not noticing any distinct markings or anything. You're kind of looking, and you are seeing that this area is just heavily vegetated. Okay. All right. So as you guys end up continuing to roll down, so everyone go ahead and do another roll of whatever it is you're kind of looking for. So your roll is 11.
Yes.
Okay, so you're 11 for investigations. You're kind of walking around the woods and everything, just generally following the path. You're eventually getting to a point where it looks like a couple of lakes are kind of spawning up in this area.
Lakes.
And a couple of lakes, which is actually pretty much on point with what he was saying directions wise. I want you to go ahead and roll nature for me.
Probably not. -1. So that'd be 7.
You're pretty sure you're on the right path.
Okay.
As you're kind of moving forward. Okay.
I got a 13 for my nature
Okay. And you're wanting to do nature instead of survival or something, trying to look for tracks or anything, or
check.
I know you're just trying to survey the environment before. So.
I mean,
You can always +4.
Oh, we can also cast magic out. No.
Yes, you
Oh,
can.
yeah,
cast
that's-
magic.
that's pretty
Don't
good.
forget, at this point I'm just rolling.
Can I just
both
cast Fireball just
both
for the
of
hell
the
of it? Just because I'm free now?
It feels so good to get out of my system.
First thing I'm going to do is go back in the shadow zone and be like, Ulim, I'm going to start casting magic. You got to let this happen.
I'm just gonna mold Earth just for the hell of it.
There you go. Just flick it around your hand. There you go.
well, I think at this point now I'm just kind of looking around, I guess. Just to see
Okay.
what
Or
happens.
general investigation.
Should I- general perception, I guess.
I
or
will give
persuasion?
guidance.
Okay. If you're not actively looking, then it'd be perception. Yeah. Trying to notice things.
I will give guidance to everybody during these time frames.
Yeah.
It's a cantrip. I can just
Yeah.
constantly do it.
fucking kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see it then. Roll.
9.
9. Yeah. So did you want to roll your
Did you roll your
guidance?
D4?
Yeah, I would roll your D4 then.
That's why I said yeah. Give me
I'm
guidance.
literally stating this until we get put into combat.
All right, 11.
I'm just gonna
11.
give everybody guidance every time they have a roll.
All right. So the 11 ends up giving you something actually. So yeah, because 9 was not going to. So as you're kind of looking around, you're going to notice that it looks like there's actually a little bit more vines and things are kind of ripped off on the side. As you kind of glare off in that direction, you can kind of see what looks like a path that was kind of made of somebody entering a tree line and then kind of breaking around, going around the area of the lake.
Hold on, guys. think there might be a path up here. Looks like someone's been walking through here.
Can I cast Mage Hand to move
The vines?
the vines?
Sure, yeah.
Is it Mage Hand?
Finally, Mage Hand.
Yeah.
Finally.
So you move the
Thanks,
vines.
Mage Hand,
What are you
to punch
trying to?
someone.
What are you trying to do? So you move the vines. What are you trying to do?
Basically just to see if it shows a pathway or not.
So as you kind of like glare over where he's pointing, you see what looks like some disturbed branches and things like that. It looks like there's like a little like ant trail that kind of goes off around the lake.
Should we follow this path?
Are there footprints?
As you get closer, you
trails,
can
like-
tell there's footprints. Yeah. Doesn't look like they're fresh. It looks kind of like the path that you guys came down, a little ant trail. It's like it's obviously pretty frequently walked.
It's up to you guys.
I want to kind of just peer around more at these little twin. So is it like a clearing? Like we walk through the tree line and like come out
Sure.
into these.
So imagine
twin
this: you end up kind of like walking. You're walking down this path for a while. You get to those like 3 bodies of water over here that kind of has like a little bit of passage in between them. But it looks like it kind of spawns out into a couple of other lakes that are
So
kind of
like
sprawling out. But lots of trees are just kind of staying there. Some of them in the water, and then some of them we're not right there yet. But like, yeah, you can kind of think of it like that, right? So there's like trees everywhere, even some trees like growing out of the water. Some that are kind of like falling into the waters as well. But it looks like this path, as you kind of get up close to the clearing that opens up into these lakes, kind of can veer off over here into this side area, and that's what Oscar noticed.
So
Basically, instead of kind of walking straight forward, kind of walking into these lakes and following the lakes around, this path seems to go inside the forest instead of going right by the lake.
does it look like there'd be a cave / mountain in that direction, or are we?
You aren't able to see any rocks over there.
What about
Not with your roll.
What about elsewhere? Can we see a rock formation anywhere
Right now,
else?
you're mostly just seeing trees. But you do remember running into large bodies of water was one of the things that they did when they were walking these paths in the past.
Is there any like animals and stuff around these?
It doesn't look like it actually.
Are there any animals?
Roll nature for me. Roll nature for me.
I rolled earlier.
Okay.
When you asked for everybody's
Yes.
roll, I got a for nature. It is 18.
So as you're looking over by the lake, you're going to actually see what looks like some antlers kind of like stuck in the water. And as you kind of like look a little bit closer, you can see what it's like a carcass just kind of like sitting there inside the water. The only reason you're able to see it is because you see like the antler kind of just coming out. It looks like it's collecting a little bit of moss. As you're looking too, you see like it looks like with all the rain that's happened recently, the water is just like fully up, and you're not seeing any hoof prints or anything like that around the actual bay of the water.
I'm gonna go up to closer to not getting in the water, but closer to the dead.
Okay, how far away are you gonna be?
Just enough so that I'm not like
You
standing
kinda
at the edge of the water, but just being able to look at it.
Okay.
Just to kind of like generally survey it a little bit more, I guess.
Okay, roll perception.
Can you see through the water, or is it like
It's
pretty?
it's really cloudy.
With guidance,
Yep, absolutely.
that is a 10.
You're gonna end up seeing what looks like something kind of like moving around in the water. As you end up noticing the deer, but you end up noticing something else that kind of catches you. You kind of like are kind of spooked by it. You see what's like this giant like eye just kind of glare at you in the water. It just kind of swirls, and you see what looks like some water just start kind of like beating out. As you end up seeing bubbles start just forming in the water.
I quickly turn on my heel and I start to lightly jog back to the group.
Guidance has saved you guys twice so far. I just want to point that out. DC 10s on both. So
That's good.
So what you're telling me, like, are we? How close are we to you? Like, do we?
Oh, I know. I briskly come over to you again.
No, I mean, like, how far away did you go? Like, would we have seen any of this, or is
you wouldn't have
this?
seen any of this. And I'm-
See me go.
What happened?
There is something in the water that
Well,
more
yeah,
than
there's,
likely.
there's fish in the water.
No, more than that. Something that could have killed an entire deer.
Barracuda?
Possibly larger.
You want to go find out?
I don't even know what a barracuda is, but.
I can just go shock the water real quick.
The water's not even good. It's all muddy. We're good. We can just go.
You sure?
I'm quite sure.
So we're not going down this path.
We're going down the path. We're not going in the water. We're going near the water.
Well, I mean, we found this path. Maybe this
That's
might
what
be
I mean,
the
we're
path.
going down this
yeah, this
path.
might be the path that Zephyrus might have taken.
We're just not going near the water. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, that's fine.
All right. If
Whatever.
it's got you that spooked, I guess it might be for a good reason. Let's.
Does it look like I can swim right now? let alone, have something wrap around my neck and bring me underwater. No.
I mean, are we gonna have to go past the water by going down this trail?
Looks like it kind of you don't see the entire one, but it looks like it's kind of taking you back into the tree line slightly and just kind of keeping you in the tree line moving around.
Okay. Well, sure. Let's go and just keep an eye out.
Right. Follow suit.
Right. So as the three of you end up going down this path, you actually see what looks like the path does start bending around the entirety of it. I want you, because you've been kind of looking around, I want you to do survival for me really quick.
15.
You can tell actually this path has been disturbed compared to the one that you went down coming in through here. This one actually looks like it might have had people go through there recently, considering how much new growth kind of came out with you understanding how this stuff works as a druid. It looks like the other path is kind of overgrown for maybe like 3 or 4 days without somebody going in there at the very least. This one looks like somebody might have gone through like in the last day and a half, maybe. In the last day.
Just kind of kneel down and just like start surveying the earth a little bit. Stuff started to regrow here. Is recently disturbed, not too long ago. I think we might be on the right track.
Perfect. Well, it's the best clue we've got so far, so
Just keep going.
Okay. All right. So as the three of you end up kind of carrying down this path, you end up getting to a point where it looks like you kind of walk past the lakes. Back of the group, I want you to go ahead and roll perception for me.
with guidance.
Do you want me to each give you one of my d4s?
I'm gonna use my inspiration from the door strip.
Oh wow!
I got a nat 1. I don't want to get ambushed from the back. Wow, that's way fucking better.
Okay.
With guidance, it is a 22.
Yeah,
That's very nice.
So you actually are going to end up hearing kind of like a scuttering sound behind you. As you end up kind of like turning to look, you end up seeing what looks like another deer just kind of go up to the water, and it looks like they kind of like look around cautiously, dick their head down into the water, and they kind of just like taking a little bit of like a lick. Then immediately you're going to see what is 3 hydra heads just come out and immediately grab this thing and just drag it straight into the water. As you're it's just kind of the screeching of the deer as it gets dragged in.
Do I like? So I'm like watching it from like start to finish.
Yeah,
I want to like fucking slap Reginald in the back.
Ow! 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 What? Do I see the Hydra?
You'd see all the hydra heads just like dragging this thing in.
Holy gods!
Oh, we already killed a couple of them. That's fine. That's one.
Wait.
I didn't like playing. I didn't like fighting it anyway.
I would know that this is just a regular lake, right? It doesn't connect to like the. Why would there be a Hydra in this kind of lake? It's not even. It's not a large body of water. What's... Okay, I'm with all
Not going near the water. We're good. We're good.
Go
We're good.
near the water. I
All
felt safe
right.
on the boat.
Natural
Kind of.
predators. I don't want to disturb, the food chain or anything like that.
Flow of nature. That's fine. Let's go. I'm gonna make sure I'm on the water side,
Okay.
walking through the path.
Okay. All right. As you guys end up going through, you can just getting the rest of the way around the water. Yeah.
This guy's
He is the cannon. You guys are the glass.
I'm like, y'all.
The glass is trying to play a little safe. Oh my god, jeez, that looks a little scary. A little sharp and pointy.
Go get him, Scorn!
We'll ruin you from here.
You're
Give me
doing
that
great.
guy.
Don't forget your max damage. All right. So as you end up kind of following through, you're going to get to a point where it actually turns fully back into forest. As you end up moving through a little more, I want everyone to do rolls.
Okay.
So tell me what you're doing. I'm assuming you're just kind of looking around. You're looking for signs. And
I want to do Arcana.
Okay.
I want to be looking for.
Okay.
Or something
mean-
that might be.
Truthfully, I feel like I'd be kind of the same way just since I.
Okay. Go for it.
Yeah.
And then what are you doing?
So nature.
With guidance.
Nat 20 plus 1 plus 2. 23.
Okay.
Nat 20 though.
All right. You're not going to end up seeing anything of an Arcana nature.
15.
Is that 15? Okay. So let's go to you really quick.
27.
27. You're also not going to see anything of an Arcana nature, unfortunately. But you're very convinced that there is nothing Arcana next to you.
I'm
Fucking Nat 20 was
Happy.
nothing.
It feels bad when it happens sometimes. The thing is, there really isn't anything I can give you here anyways. You're literally just in the middle of vines.
Well, I mean,
You guys for a roll?
Zephyr is looking for some magical shit, so I figured potentially.
So what was your roll again?
15.
15. And you were rolling for nature.
Yeah.
So actually, as you end up looking around, you're going to end up seeing what looks like a couple of broken branches off to the side. As you end up kind of like walking past this area, it looks like the branches are kind of broken, going and running off behind you. You see like there's kind of like a path where it looks like somebody kind of fell or something fell, and maybe it was like a deer collapsed or something. And you're going to look as like there's kind of this path going off to the side. It looks like there's blood actually going on there. And it looks like there's bark that's kind of fallen off of this path. Whatever it was, kind of like hit a tree or was grabbing onto a tree or something.
So where like this path just leads, it just leads into like the tree line.
It leads into the tree line, kind of away from where you guys are. But like you guys are walking this way, it looks like the path's kind of going back like that.
I pointed out to these two guys, just say, looks like there might have been some kind of scuffle here. Just by how it looks of this little path here, it just kind of goes off this way. There's some blood off on the side. Something was definitely an attack here. Yeah, there's the trail leading this way off ours.
Like people fighting, or like
Is there
animals?
animal footprints, or is it human footprints?
Can we also take a look?
Yeah, you can take a look.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll survival.
With
Probably not.
I got a 12.
12.
Oh, I got a 6.
All right, so you're not going to end up noticing anything.
No,
It's really
I don't
difficult
think
to
so.
see through the vines and all. You are going to notice what looks like prints on the ground and like kind of like markings. They don't look like they're of any animal. It actually looks like they might be like boots that kind of slipped.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was an 8. Does that change anything?
I want to roll investigation, see if I see like any maybe on like the trees or shrubbery nearby, if anything looks cut, like slashes in it, or blunt things that might have collided with
Sure.
trees.
Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation.
17.
Oh, excuse me, 18.
You are going to notice that off on the side, in front of you, where this path kind of veers off, so a little bit before that, you're going to see what looks like a tree that's kind of like bent over, like splintered almost. Like it kind of like splintered out as it was kind of knocked off. It looks like the tree is still alive though. It's just kind of broken off to the side like that.
So it's like half knocked down?
Yeah, half knocked down.
Okay. I'm going to go up to it and see if I like see anything on the ground around it.
Yeah, you're actually going to notice immediately what looks like a bunch of stones just kind of sitting on the ground.
Stone? A pile of stone?
Like it looks like stones that were kind of just scattered in the area. It looks like some of them are actually kind of like protruded into the dirt. You can actually see like impact where like the kind of it landed. So
I'm going to wave everyone over. Fellas, have you seen what I'm seeing?
I guess I take a look at what you see. Try to recollect if I've seen anything like this before.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll history.
I'd be looking for like scorch marks or something like a magic effect that like burn.
Roll Arcana. You're not going to see anything like that, like really before. It could just be somebody literally just threw rocks, but the impacts and everything just feel wrong. It's odd.
No, can't tell what I'm really looking at.
Something must have. Well, for one, the tree.
Right.
The tree's half fallen over.
Maybe the guy threw some.
Fucked on.
The guy threw some rocks at something, and that's where it landed.
No. There's too many stones cast into the ground in this tree. Something was thrown, obviously, into the tree, whether it was an object or a person. But the way these stones, I'm gonna pull one of them out of the ground.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it's like sharper.
it feels like it's sharp. It actually feels like it was kind of like shaved a little bit, or like kind of like chiseled off. Like if you were to just like smash like a hammer against it, and just kind of like have like a clean cut or something, and like get lucky. It feels like it's almost like that or something. Kind of like has like almost like a tips and corners to it that were like almost intentionally.
And how big is this rock? Is it like? Am I holding it?
You're holding it, and it's like pretty much in the palm of your hand.
Okay.
Some of them are going to be smaller than that, but probably the biggest one you're seeing is like that. If you're holding it.
can't tell if these will. I'm actually going to cast Detect Magic.
Assuming ritual or
Ritual, yeah.
Okay, so while you're
So,
doing that
yeah,
for
my
10
turn.
minutes,
Yep.
what are you gonna do?
I rolled an 18.
You're not gonna end up seeing anything Arcana kind of over in this area, but you are gonna end up kind of having like a little like wisp of the wind that kind of hits your face, and it's kind of like you feel like a little bit like a kind of like a magical essence, and it feels like it's almost coming as the wind's kind of coming from like where you guys came from. You feel like the wind kind of blew some kind of like a magical essence towards you.
So, like, the wind behind us is hitting us?
The wind.
with something?
So you guys are walking forward.
Yes.
Here's the path.
Yep.
You guys walked over here.
Yep.
The wind's blowing behind where you guys came.
Okay.
And now you're kind of feeling a little magic coming off from over in this direction.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's exactly what we're doing.
Sneezing. Was there a dryad that farted like a mile?
It could be. All right. So what do you guys want to do?
I guess while he's
Do you
doing the
guys-
ritual,
Do you feel that?
feel... No, I don't. What are you feeling?
Feels like a sort of magic in the air.
The love in the air? Perhaps?
Something.
Uh,
What were you gonna say?
and it's coming behind us?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't sense anything. No, I mean, while Arthur was looking at the stones, I was just gonna check ahead.
Sure.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Do you want me to come with you?
I'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay. So what do you want to do, Scorn?
Realistically, probably just making sure Arthur doesn't get killed by a Hydra
Because
because he's
I'll press
terrified.
forward.
So you're gonna keep going forward. You're not gonna go down the side path. You're gonna keep going in the direction you guys are moving. Because it was this direction you're moving in. Side path you walk past. You guys are right here. So this direction you're moving.
The side path is where we.
The
found
side
it.
path is behind. That's where you saw the blood and everything.
I'm gonna go down the side path.
Oh, the side path. So not forward then. You're going to the side
Yeah,
path.
so where we saw like the
Okay.
let's go. Yeah,
Where there's blood?
yeah.
There was blood.
I said there was blood.
Oh, sorry. Jesus.
Yeah, going down the blood path.
Okay.
There was a struggle with blood. Okay. I didn't hear the blood part.
So as you're going down the blood path, I want you to roll Arcana over for me really quick.
No more guy. I'm saying. Not in range, bro.
16.
So as you're going down that path, you're actually gonna kind of feel like what is like some like little pixie dust or something kind of like brushing against your face, and it kind of gets stuck in your eyes. But as you end up pulling up a little bit closer, you're gonna see what is like larger pools of blood, and you're eventually gonna see what looks like a man just like leaning up against a tree, wearing like a black hood, entire black, going across. It looks like kind of like a sigil that looks like it's completely torn up. And it actually looks like almost like somebody just like pepper sprayed him with a shotgun across the entirety of his chest, as he's just leaning up against this tree holding a note, and has a bag with some other miscellaneous things, like a paper that's kind of almost falling out, and some pixie dust and other components just kind of like wisping out in the wind.
Oh, I'm gonna go up to the guy and check to see his vitals, see if he's like bleeding.
Roll a little medicine.
That is 19.
So as you end up kind of like feeling and trying to see what it is, you're going to realize immediately that this person is deceased and he has no pulse. You're going to see there's like an entire pool of blood that's going across the entirety of it. And you actually see what there's like entrance wounds on the front and like exit wounds in the back, where it looks like something really sharp just kind of went through across different parts of his body. As you end up kind of getting a bit of a closer look, you're actually able to see what looks like a stone that's kind of stuck inside there. It's like almost like a piece of shrapnel to a degree. But it's like just physical stone that's just like lodged inside their chest cavity.
Jesus. Oh, by God, it's like, what happened? What happened to you? Well, who did this to you? I want to inspect the note that he had that he was holding.
So you're going to notice it looks like there's something that's written on parchment. There's a bunch of miscellaneous scribbles. It's going to be covered in like sweat, blood, and it's going to have a couple little holes in it too.
Sweat and blood? Fuck. Can't mix those.
Can you read it out loud just so everyone can kind of
Sister Leah, my time on this plane is short. Before I go visit our dark shepherdess, I pray for your love to find another, and perhaps my sacrifice here will ensure you witness the greatness of the joined power of the forgotten and damned goddess. Your memory will haunt me through the end of time, and your loving memory keeps me warm in death's cold embrace. I wish this message may find you. I ends abruptly in scribbles. So you didn't even get a chance to finish it up. Well, you said he had something else, or was just
Yeah, there was like a component pouch off on the side that's open. It had like some paper in it. It looks like just some miscellaneous magic components that are just kind of falling out.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna take the pouch.
Okay.
And notice anything else like around this person, maybe that kind of stands out to me whatsoever. Any other clues?
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and like kind of roll investigation for it really quick.
Is it a natural 20?
Okay. So actually, as you're kind of looking around, you're gonna see this sigil. It looks like it's a sigil of some form of a goddess. Like you can't exactly put it together, but it looks like there's some kind of a religious symbol on their chest. You're not all that familiar with some of the gods and everything, but you know for sure it's not one of the reigning. It's something you're not overly familiar with. As you like end up kind of looking around a bit more, you're again trying to like look for any other markings. So you kind of get the idea of what this sigil is, but everything else is just torn up and kind of peppered. But as you end up kind of opening the pouch, looking inside the pouch, you are going to notice what is a note inside the pouch.
Another note. Let's go. And look, if you flip it over, there's a letter.
My
favorite joke. Sorry.
It's a good joke.
All right. Start at the third bend past the bridge. Walk towards the sunrise. After the third stone marker, veer left when the ground softens. Follow the path through the thicket until you hear the brook. Then head towards it. Stay away from lakes where danger awaits. In the clearing, you'll find the ancient oak. Its hollow base leads down the secret shaft. I can remember. The oak stand. God damn it!
Hey, you started that one. That was all your fault.
I'm like, I'm gonna be mature. Nah. The oak stands as your guide, both to the hidden depths and back to your family in chaos. Safe journey. We await your party's homecoming. The final piece in hand. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna look back at the guy. Look back at this. No, were you trying to follow this? Can I make like a quick sketch of the sigil?
You can try.
I can try.
Yeah, you can try. So, like I said, you can't even fully put together what a sigil is. You can just tell it's some kind of religious sigil just because of the way it's outlined. I'll let you roll sleight of hand for it.
23.
Okay.
Wow.
So you're able to pretty easily get the idea and the essence, like kind of where some of the lines are, the big lines, to get some like, this is definitely like a circular-esque shape, and this is like a... So you could just go ahead and put your roll, like write your roll on that paper, and then say the emblem or whatever, the sigil. And you have done that. So going back to you, with you casting Detect Magic, you're not going to see any magic in the area, actually. You are going to end up seeing what is kind of like a little magic glow up on that, like this little like pouch and everything, and some of the equipment that he's carrying as he starts walking back.
Did I notice whatever dust was in the air that was magical, or was it?
You are going to notice some of the dust kind of come by. You're going to kind of pick it up as some kind of like a pixie dust or something.
And if I follow the trail, then I'll see where Reginald kind of went.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to see him walking back with that. All right. So what do you guys want to do? I'll be right back.
I'm just walking back, still kind of like reading the notes in hand as I get back to you guys. Arthur, any...
Nothing here, just
Nothing on
the odd stones in the ground.
Let me see one of those stones, actually. Let me take a look. Oh, peculiar.
This one, there's the different sizes, so it's not like the precise. You know, these aren't like just magically, summoned and thrown at somebody. This, I don't know, seems... It's very odd. Like, some of these pieces are oddly sharper than others. Some larger,
This
some
almost
smaller.
looks... This might be shrapnel.
From.
Okay, well, I found this notes on a corpse just
Oh,
further down the path. I think it was the person who might have,
makes
had
sense.
an encounter here, hence the blood. I found his body slumped over a tree. with entrance and exit wounds. I feel like whatever decided his fate, this was the perpetrator.
Something stone.
Right.
Or something.
Almost like a blast of something using physical objects.
Can you show me what this body is?
Yeah. Follow me. It's just down this way. And I go and show Arthur the body.
Okay.
I want to roll religion on that sigil.
Okay. Did you show him the note yet by chance?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm holding the note in my hand. And,
Did you read him the note or anything? Or
no, not yet.
are you following him and like?
Well, I go. He follows behind me.
Oh, he follows behind you.
He
to bring
follows
it back.
behind me.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll religion on that. Are you kind of explaining to him the note too, or no?
Well, I say that I found this note as well, and I think this once gentleman was trying to find a very specific path through these woods. It looks like we have to follow a very specific path in order to.
This cave?
Yes.
You think this might be our... Do you think this is our man, Zephyrus?
I highly doubt it.
It's a fresh body from
It's-
the look. I mean, the
Right.
barely, still barely wet
Can I,
pools of
like-
blood.
Is Scorn with you by chance?
Are you? Would you have followed us?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
we-
Go ahead and roll. I guess roll investigation. I guess probably nature.
Yeah,
I
so
would have
it's-
probably taken back his hood a little bit just to see how this guy looks.
This looks like it's actually some kind of a drow, but not really a drow.
Ten.
Like kind of like a more sinister looking drow, like with different facial features. Kind of weird.
Oh.
Like maybe like body morphations, just like that. Like just it's odd to you. It's like it's not your conventional drow, especially with what you've seen, given like your little half drow friend over here.
I was gonna look at the drow and then just kind of look at Arthur. Just
Okay.
look to scorn.
So what was your nature, really quick?
10.
Okay. Generally you're on like the path. Like you should actually be really close to where this cave is right now. Okay. What was your roll?
17.
17 for religion.
Mhm.
You're basically like, you feel like you kind of know what it is, like almost on the tip of your tongue, but you can't say for certain. Like you're kind of like wanting to know anything else. Like maybe if they had anything on them that would tell you, like kind of give you confirmation. So.
You said there was notes on this fellow's body?
Yes, here. Seems like a very intricate way to follow down a specific path.
Some of it rhymes, but not all of it. So, good effort. You have to be creative with these things, otherwise you won't remember it. Which obviously didn't help because he had to write it down too, so...
This was his...
Ancient oak is what we're looking for. Ancient oak in a clearing is the telltale for this. Secret, did you read this already?
Yes, I read that one.
The secret shaft? Who wrote this?
You couldn't even not laugh.
Who wrote this? Come on. I can't secret. Come on. No, nobody should just use the word shaft unless it has something to do with a mine. Because not even. Oh, handle my quarterstaff. Here's the. I mean, just saying the haft of like a long sword or something no, it's already sussy enough. As the kids might say. Ancient oak. Okay.
He also had his final notes, I guess, to someone he cared about. I'm not familiar
Before I go
with
visit on dark.
not familiar with most of the goddesses, so
Dark shepherdess.
That's gonna learn to you.
Okay. With the sigil.
Yep. With the sigil, you're able to put it's like dark shepherd. I know who this is. You know who the god is. Morgina. There you go. You got the last piece of the puzzle you need with your own.
I'm sure you'll witness the greatness. Join the power of the forgotten and damned. Memory will haunt me through the end of time. Sister Leah. Don't know who that is, but I do know who this man was referring to. It seems like his final words. He was talking about the same goddess of the bow that Scorn.
Regina?
Moragina.
Moragina.
Think like
wonder if I
Morrigan,
could-
but Gina.
Wonder if I can reach those charges. There's a pool nearby.
Hmm. Well, if this fellow is a follower of Moragina, I haven't heard of any sort of cult to any of the damned goddesses or gods, let alone a brother, for some time. I thought the last time that happened was the plague of the Deathwalkers. Interesting. This fellow might. This cave is something different.
Well,
Might not be as cavey as we think it might be.
Well, Zephyrus was coming for what's the purpose? Potions.
Magical
or
implements? I think it was more
Components.
specific reagents that he had to find.
Well, we should probably be on our lookout then. On our guard.
But I'm a little more curious now that there's a little bit more context to this fellow. Still not quite sure what killed him, though. Obviously, he was impaled several times.
Mhm.
So that either means even sharper rock. But
Lots.
they
of
would be,
rocks.
but no. Something, those wounds on his chest, right here, they don't look large on the front and only pinpricks at the back. They look just sharp through and through.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
One, I wanted to make sure it was okay. I switched up some cantrips since I was.
It's not okay.
I was gonna ask if it was okay.
You know, wait till longer.
Yep, gotta wait till long.
That's what I was gonna see, just because of the dynamic and stuff. Well, then it doesn't matter. But I'm out of curiosity. If this creature was dead, or the drow was dead on the thing, and I had spare the dying, could I technically have brought it back to life? Or does that not work like that?
Spur the dying, I think.
0 hit points.
Yeah, it just stabilizes somebody that's down. So
Just literally stabilize it.
yeah, that's all
Okay.
it does.
That's fine.
It's a good cantrip though, because if you can't force like a healing potion down, then you just spare a dime really quick.
Correct. Sorry.
Impaled by sharper objects than just these rocks. Am I right by saying that? Like these entrance wounds don't look like gaping each one, but
They look like they're a little bigger, but like not like deep. It's not like a huge hole or something like going through the side chest. It looks like they're kind of like pepper spray going all the way through. From your memory though, you do remember actually pulling a stone out of one of those wounds.
Yeah, I kind of mentioned that to him like earlier. Like that's kind of like the stones that I saw like that he was investigating.
Just a lot smaller.
Yeah.
definitely some sort. I mean, if there was enough force to maybe send this man or whoever he was fighting into a tree and have it break in half. I mean, since he has the same wounds as some of the stuff around the tree, I'm assuming he was the one put into the tree. And some sort of massive explosion. Had to.
That or
Explosion with rock.
that or a trap. I'm only thinking.
You know, I wanna check that theory and go back to like the tree. See if I can see anything.
Sure. So as you actually investigate the tree again, you're gonna see there's no burn marks or anything. You're actually gonna look a little bit closer. You are gonna see what's like stone actually inside the tree. And then as you're kind of like walking back through, you're gonna see that there's stone kind of scattered across here, almost like a wave of like these stones just kind of hit this entire area.
Look at it. Just come over here. Look at it this way. Look at it. There's a whole blast in this area.
Oh, I did not see this before. Oh, okay, no, something.
So maybe not even the tree itself he was thrown into. Well, probably. But I couldn't even tell you what happened. Well, obviously nothing cared to, stay and rifle through the man's things, let alone eat him or anything.
Everyone roll perception for me really quick.
At least somebody did.
So you're gonna end up kind of noticing something. You're gonna kind of feel this tremor in the ground. Is it kind of like tremors once, tremors twice? You're gonna see as like one of the rocks in the tree actually kind of like wiggles and falls off, and everything just barely shakes. Looks like they're just kind of carrying on this conversation. Like,
Guys, do you guys feel that?
I rolled a 9. Because I have +5, but did I catch?
I point to the tree where one fell. There's a tremor going on. Something's shaking the earth.
Oh. I want to look around.
I don't know if we should be staying here for much longer.
Just want to look around real quick.
so as you end up kind of looking around, you're gonna see what kind of pulls off into this little clearing. What looks like two small little ponds. They're kind of like crystal clear, so like you barely are kind of looking behind you. You see a couple more trees are kind of growing out of there. You're gonna see this giant rock formation, and then what looks like a giant hand just kind of like grab onto something as you feel everything kind of shake for a second. As the hand kind of pushes up off these rocks, you can barely see in the clearing, and then the hand just kind of goes away. I'm talking this thing is giant, probably the size of your body.
The hand.
Whatever this is, you
Just-
barely see through the tree line.
Who else sees it?
I would say you because you. Wait, who is it to roll?
I asked
roll.
to look around.
Okay, yeah.
We're leaving. We're leaving right now. Was where we fall? Just go.
Okay, well,
Let's go and keep leading the way, please.
Okay, back to the trail.
So actually, as you go to the trail, you kind of look and you're like, "So we're going this way." He's gonna be pointing directly where you're like, "I don't want to go that way."
Not that way.
the other way where we found the
yes.
guy.
Yes. Go.
You're
this way then.
At this point, I'm gonna start running.
You were.
Score's literally gonna be sitting there
backwards?
pointing Score's gonna say, "This is the direction we need to go," and you guys are gonna say, "We're not going that way." They're literally just gonna run around and start going the other way.
Okay, no. I just imagine you fucking Jack Sparrow. So you start running in the direction to where we found the body,
Well,
or like the OG direction that we like.
It's like we
Well,
took
OG
a path to go like here. And
we
we're at this
found
other
a secret
spot.
path, and then we found another path.
Correct. So we're on a second path. Are we supposed to be going back?
We're on the bloody.
I'm gonna draw this for you guys.
We're on the bloody
It's
path.
like,
We're on the
it
blood
sounds
path.
like the
Mini
giant,
map,
the
please.
giant hand is towards the original path. So like,
Did I? Shit. Are the marker? Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm just gonna do this in the
don't
water.
reach over me. Go on this fucking side.
Well, I'm already
There's
over here.
plenty of room.
Right, so this is part of the water. Over
Really
here,
getting
right?
greedy about
But
the
basically-
west side to yourself.
Basically, this is what it is. So kind of moving in this direction. This is the direction you guys are moving in this direction.
Okay.
Here's a side path, and here's like the guy over here. And then this is the tree that was like shattered and bent over. And then you guys are standing right here. Scorn is saying you have to move this way. That would be the direction to go at this point.
Wait, we're like here, right? 'Cause we're next
but
to
you,
the
but
body.
you guys came back though.
Yeah, we went back to the tree.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
And then you're like, we want to go back in the path, and you want this path. You're like, this is the direction we're going. Then this is the area where he saw like some kind of hand. He's like, fuck that shit. You actually saw something.
Oh, so now we're going this way.
So you guys-
I want to go. We're going back this way.
You guys are like basically like over here. The hand that you saw would be kind of like right over there.
I'm going the opposite way, generally.
Back to where the body was.
Well, okay, let's go.
And
Past it.
yeah, and there's another path. Keep going forward past the body, right?
Nope.
No, it's
the
a dead end.
path that ends at the body.
Oh
Yep, I'm just going which.
Why don't
no!
we gotta go forward. What if he's friendly? Oh wait, what are we
Maybe
running?
no, he's not.
What are we running from?
What?
I think
You want the
just-
same thing that happened to that guy to happen to us? I saw that thing. Its
What?
hand
What?
was
hand?
large enough. It was the size of me. It's you and you. It's
Huh?
fingers. Just imagine us being little fingers on a big fucking hand.
Have you got enough rest lately?
I mean, honestly, it's so great the past 2 days. But...
Okay, so we're not having a repeat.
No, that's just fuck. First the Hydra, and you're like, oh, it's
What
Now you want to go
Well,
fight
either
that
we gotta
thing?
go back
No.
to the Hydra, because this is the dead end over here.
I want to like read the note again and make any connections as to where we might be. Does this correlate anything to like the path that we're on now?
So kind of rereading the note, you note the note says this general thing for whatever the directions are here to stay away from the water.
Okay, so just stay away from the water. That's all right.
So then we only have one option. We have to continue going forward.
We can go around it. The
Wasn't
whole
there
forest to go
But
around it.
there's 4 bodies of water.
Not blocking the whole.
I think we're on the only path at this point.
So
We can just subvert the path. We can just go around it and then get back on it eventually.
How
once
do we know it's gonna kill us?
Because there's somebody dead back there.
Yeah, but that's all the way over here. He's all the way over there.
Wow, he's only another 60 feet away. I wonder where he could have gone. Oh, he's not right here. It could have been that one. This one's the good one.
So as you kind of shout a little bit louder, you're gonna end up hearing it.
I'd be stoned. I don't think I can
We all heard that?
You're gonna all hear that. You're all gonna kind of feel the earth kind of shake a little bit.
Okay, wait. You bloody doll. Wait, okay. That might be a good sign.
He's asleep.
That sounds like he's asleep. Or whatever that is, it sounds like it's asleep.
We need to continue on. Our only option, isn't it?
I'm up.
Well, can't we go around it still?
We can. Hold on. I'm gonna reach into my pouch, actually. Grab some ash, mistletoe, just. I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace.
Well, now you're past here without trace. But okay, so you end up doing that.
Okay. Alright. So that's gonna buff us for the next hour. That's a concentration for me. So we have a +10 bonus to our stealth checks.
Alright,
good.
hold on.
It's good. So I have disadvantage anyway.
I think Scorn does now too, because we're playing on.
Nice.
Alright. Listen. By the looks of it, looks like we're surrounded by these ginormous and monstrous things that are trying to kill anything that is in their territory.
I can add a little something else extra if we want. Just want to be in the dark.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean?
Do you want us be surrounded by darkness as we're past this thing?
Can we see?
Are you summoning? Are you using the spell darkness?
I could.
We can't see
We
out
can't
of that.
see out of that.
We can't
I
even
meant
see
on,
in it.
On over where he is as we pass by.
If necessary.
I'll have it ready. Just
We
in
can
case.
we can do it just in case.
At any moment's notice, be ready to cast it
That's fine.
in that general direction where that monstrosity is. Okay. All right.
I
So
have
let's
to be within 15 feet.
um.
Or 60 feet. Sorry.
If by what he described, that thing will probably be much larger than that. So it might be even closer.
We might be walking on top of him. He might be nestled in the ground.
Based off of what you know about the path you're on, you're actually thinking like, I mean, we're probably only about like maybe 50, 150, 200 feet away from this place where we're supposed to be at anyways. It's supposed to be next to a couple ponds, supposed to be next to like, on this like big pile of rocks somewhere here. Rocks.
We're very close to where the cave is, so we need to go.
Well, let's continue on, but let's make sure we're not noticed.
Absolutely.
So, all right. So
So we get a +10 to stealth.
+10 to stealth
And then,
on top of your regular bonuses.
okay, so, but advantage, right, as you said that too?
No, it just adds +10 to your roll.
So what does that do with disadvantage?
So you still roll.
Yeah,
So still roll
take the
disadvantage,
lower,
just
add
+10.
10.
Okay,
Yep.
add 14.
I just hope you don't roll a 1.
Add 14 to
Add
your lowest
14,
roll.
got it. Just making sure that doesn't
Roll
affect
my
my
red
disadvantage.
All right. So where are you guys going?
We're gonna stealth past it.
Great.
All right. So as you end up kind of coming through that clearing, Scorn, you're gonna end up noticing what is this giant, literal giant, just lying here on the rocks.
Whoa.
How big are giants?
Hand is the size of us, so it's probably
Huge.
gonna be like
Or large, huge.
it's probably gonna be
Yeah,
like 3 or 4 times our height.
So like, oh, how specifically? How big is this giant? Like, how long? Is he, if he's laying down, right? How long of a span is he?
Let's see. I to give you the exact span, that would be a little more work. But he is a huge giant.
Like, is he bigger than 15 feet?
Huge.
Yes.
Huge. Yes. Huge normally costs like 20 feet.
Okay.
It's huge.
That's what I need to know. Awesome. Hey, you guys.
Oh.
Alright. We're going to continue pressing.
Mate.
Would
All
I know
right.
what?
So as you end up getting to the halfway point right there, I want you to roll stealth. So halfway point. You're not there yet. Halfway point.
Thank God for your fucking plus 10.
17 for that. Yeah.
Jesus, I had plus 10.
I got a 16.
I have a -2 on stealth with disadvantage, so that helps
Okay.
a lot.
I got 33.
I rolled a
Okay.
So
Wonder who has the dexterity here. All right. So all of you are in the kind of like getting to this middle point. You're gonna be kind of like easing your way through, like really trying to avoid stepping on any twigs or anything like that. So just kind of like rolling around there. All right. As you end up kind of getting closer up to like the edge of the tree, basically the edge of the corner right there.
This one?
You get to like the edge of the corner right there.
Are we going this direction?
We're edging the corner.
No,
right
no,
now.
you're right. Yeah, you're getting next to the edge of the corner. I want you guys to roll another stealth.
We are edging the corner.
Oh.
Don't forget the cantrip.
Oh my god, it's.
So I rolled a natural 20 on one of them.
And then a 1 on the other?
And then a 4 on the other.
Oh,
I
yeah.
took the 4. I got 24.
But then I got another 4, so that's an 8 plus 10 is 18.
I got 15.
Thank God for guidance.
God, you guys are like barely passing.
Oh, literally rolled a 4. I have a
Okay, roll a
-2.
fucking
Thank
20,
you.
man.
Guidance and. I mean, literally. I had a
come
plus
on,
13
we-
just now.
Okay. Alright.
Y'all spells are like, you guys are stacking with it's working. I'm applauding
Utility
that.
spells.
Hey,
Yes,
look.
great.
Okay,
Okay, so
I did say you guys should look at
Well, look, like I thought about it and I was like, group size. I was like, wait, clerics can change out their cantrips every day. So I
Yeah.
was like, maybe I can switch out my fucking
I
cantrip real
can't.
quick. And I was
have
like,
to wait for the level up.
nah, I just gotta wait for the morning. But I'm gonna switch out a couple.
So
FYI.
as this happens, though, you're gonna end up hearing like the entire ground shake as another one of these giants just kind of walks up behind. Oh, hey, how you that? Raise your brother. Yeah. I'm gonna go get some more meat. Oh, the drinking, dreaming about me. Remember, all sitting rock given to us. No one touches it. You know that, brother. Then you gotta watch the as the other one just turns around and starts kind of walking off in the distance. As you feel the entire ground shake, as the other one just kind of like stands up on top of these rocks and just starts stretching.
Where are we right now? Are we like
You guys are right there.
at that
Which
like
way is
little-
it facing?
oh,
Was it facing this way? Because it's
Yeah, he's just kind of getting up and stretching, facing that way.
And then the other guy went that direction.
Yep.
well, so where we're at, we're by like that tree right in front of it.
Yep.
So, would this look like an ancient oak tree?
No.
Not damn it. Okay.
So you said I know where I'm going at this point.
Yep.
So
And as you're getting closer, you're kind of seeing this rock formation. You're like, I think this is actually where we're supposed to be going.
like the rock where he's at.
Like somewhere in this area of these rocks, somewhere in here is a hidden illusion to a cave.
I want to. How close are we to? Do you want to potentially detect magic?
I think it might actually still be going. 'cause
It
it's 10
lasts
minutes.
for 10 minutes after
Yeah.
the fact.
So do you
Go ahead.
detect any
Am I
illusions?
sensing
What? How much stone does it see through?
I think it's just.
Because this is the one time it's relevant. So
Yeah. Where's he? Sense within 30 feet.
okay, so yeah, you wouldn't see
Spell
anything.
can penetrate barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone.
Okay, 1 foot of stone and 30 feet. So you would not see anything as of
something in there. Just sees us.
So I mean, we got to go. Like, so where am I? You're saying I need.
You're saying somewhere in this area. Somewhere in this area.
Oh, and we're here, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I want to look for what would potentially be like a large enough space for a door / like a cave entrance,
Okay.
like a decent size entrance.
Sure. You can go ahead and use that. So we're actually going to go initiative right now, and that will be part of. People are going to start doing things as actions because he's going to be doing things.
We're going in turn-based mode.
Yeah, there you go. We're going there. There we go. Let's put it in Bowler's Gate turn. We're in turn base.
Turn-based mode. Yeah.
All right, so everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
Ah, son of a bitch.
I got plus 10 on this.
Oh, 18. Oh, I gotta wait. Sorry.
Wow.
Okay, what we got?
Does guidance work?
No.
So what is it? Above 20? 15 to 20.
18.
18?
I got 18.
Annoying.
Go counterclockwise.
And then you have Arthur.
Yep.
And then Reginald, I'm assuming.
It's pretty easy to get initiative now.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I know it's it's a barrier, like it's an illusion that we're supposed to be going
Yeah,
through?
he told you it was some kind of magical illusion hiding it.
And you can just walk through it.
You don't know that.
Something magic. About
That's how you tell that there's a magic into it. There's some kind of magic.
Magic. Aliens.
Yeah. All right.
How light is it?
So going to
outside?
Scorn, what are you doing on your turn?
How light is it outside?
At this point, you're probably getting close to nightfall. Still visible light, but barely visible.
So, if I do dancing lights, can I, at the initial creation, because I know I can move them after the fact, but the initial creation, can I put all 4 in different locations?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can.
It doesn't say that I
as long as
can't.
they're within a radius, whichever.
Yeah, I
radius
have
is.
to be within 120 feet.
Yep.
And the lights, they shed a 10-foot radius. So basically, I want to frickin' shoot, trying to penetrate. I'm gonna like basically throw the light at a frickin' at the stone entrances where I think it could potentially be, and see if it just goes through. The goal is to go past it, but like to see if I can actually
see if you can see anything kind of disappear. Okay,
Correct.
so that's what you're doing on your action.
Yes.
All right, so so you go ahead and do that. I want you to roll investigation really quick.
Sure. 13 plus 12.
Okay. You end up seeing a couple of spaces off to the spot over here. And it looks like as you throw them off in those locations, there's nothing that's really like disappearing. It looks like they're all just kind of hitting the blocks. As that happens though, you're gonna end up hearing doesn't make a sound, but is a glowing coming from behind you now. Okay, that was your turn. Anything else you want to do?
I'm hiding.
I think this is a mistake. I'm in danger.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you can just dismiss your dancing lights.
I mean, out of curiosity, because I can move them as a bonus action. But I still technically.
Does it
move
say anything about dispelling it?
as a bonus action, you can on your turn you can move the lights up to 60 feet. The new spotlight must be within 20 feet of another light created by the spell. And the light winks out if it exceeds the spell range. So either doesn't state.
So
anything.
if you have a bonus action to move
it's a concentration.
It could be a bonus action.
It's concentration. I can just
End
break
it.
the concentration.
Yeah. Great concentration.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, going to the giant.
Well,
Giant's gonna go. "Rrrr, rrrr." He's gonna be turning around, kind of looking where this glowing was. You're gonna end up hearing as he actually kind of like takes one of his feet and just steps down. You're gonna feel the entire earth shake as he goes down there. He just starts kind of looking around. You're gonna watch as he actually picks up a stone and then kind of starts like crushing it in his hands.
what was that? He's got eyes in the back of his head. What the fuck is this bullshit? It's just a light.
A light in darkness.
Yeah, but you said there was still light.
A little bit of light. A
darkness.
little bit of light. Yeah.
For a moment.
It's just torch-sized lights.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just. Just torches.
What
Think of how
Is
many
he-
lumens that is.
what's he holding? Is he like
He's just holding a rock.
Just
kinda
a rock,
crushing-
there's nothing
just
else
kind
in
of
his
crushing
hand.
a
So
rock.
not
Yeah.
this meat cleaver?
No, not right now. He does have that on the side though.
is he wearing?
Oh.
What's that?
What is he wearing?
Basically nothing other than a little tunic.
Okay, because that's okay. No, because I actually have
You're gonna hit him in the balls?
reason.
Undress.
Ten.
Mage hand. Pull the...
Okay, no, just whether or not.
And as that happens, you're gonna watch as he kind of just begins to like turn around, and go back towards the rock. One thing I forgot to have you do too is roll stealth. No, he's gonna keep looking at the rock in front of him. Yeah, I want you to roll stealth too for you in your turn.
Me?
Yeah.
Got a fucking nat 20 again.
Let's go.
No.
Do
because
another
I
one. Do another one.
fucking
Do
have...
it
Your
again.
second net
Do it
20.
again. Do it
No, I
again.
rolled a 7. I rolled them both at the same time. Get better. And then I got an 8 and then a plus 10, so 18.
Okay. All right.
Thank fucking
Get
God.
the trees! Oh!
It's the only
Right,
reason
going to
I'm
Arthur.
surviving.
I grab a little bit of. I grab a small pouch. Does.
Okay.
And I I open the pouch and then I upend it over my head. Cast invisible.
Yeah.
Fuck, where'd he go?
He's
And
leaving us.
Yeah, I mean, he already tried to run away 3 times.
I'm gonna
so.
start. I'm just gonna meander.
You end up kind of like walking in the water a little bit there.
Oh, it's water.
Yeah. That's
Oh, I didn't
I
fucking
water.
see that. Jesus Christ! I thought it was just like rough terrain or something.
Green
Shrubbery.
is water.
Okay.
Green outlets.
All right, then I'm gonna go.
It's not to the left.
I'm gonna look at where he went through lights. I am moved.
You're not seeing anything Arcana poking out yet.
We'll end my turn. My turn-based turn.
Okay. Going to Reginald.
I'm gonna move out of sight. Just hide right in there. I guess I want to peek around to see if maybe.
So you're supposed to roll stealth too. I think
Well, this is big blue.
Scorn is trying to look for this.
still roll
entrance.
stealth. I'm just gonna make a lower DC for you.
Since I know Scorn's trying to look for this entrance, but he's looking for something magical. I want to see if there may be some like physical features, maybe something part of the ground that seems like it's been stepped on, or like something that kind of just gives off a hint. This looks like an opening around this rock formation. Maybe something like the grass isn't growing right, or something like that.
Okay, so you're standing over there and trying to look.
Yeah, just trying to be stealthy about it. Trying to
Okay,
peek off this
try
direction.
to point to the area in which you're trying to look.
Like this area
Okay.
over here.
Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation.
I got a. That reading what invisibility actually does to affect. I'm gonna have it.
You do have those little things you can put on there for your character.
15.
15?
15.
So you're not seeing anything that's really too distinct. You're going to see was obviously broken rocks and things like that. And some rocks are kind of grinded up. Or looks like they're ready to get grinded up or something. Looks like you kind of picks them up. But you're not noticing anything too distinct that stands out right now.
Just kind of, alright, just gonna poke my head back and just look back at Scorn. And just kind of.
And then roll stealth in the turn too, don't forget.
Yeah.
Get my stealth from my my roll, since I was still not near Reginald.
Yeah, you are invisible too. So.
24.
I don't actually know how it affects stealth.
I
checks.
think it gives like disadvantage or
Uh,
something. For like him detecting you. So
Oh, okay.
I was like, wait a second.
yeah, it's disadvantage for him detecting you.
Yeah, within 30 feet of me, you get that plus 10.
30 feet. So
Actually, it doesn't say anything about the roll itself, but my roll was literally 0.
You're still plus 10. You're within.
You're
range.
still within range of
Oh, then 10.
Do you have a minus something? Is that what it was?
I have a -2 and I rolled a 2, so
Oh,
I'm like,
no.
10.
10.
All right. So what's going to end up happening for you then is you are going to kind of, where are you standing? You are literally going to have the giant just kind of like, just kind of making these noises.
Did he
Nope.
turn?
No, he's not turning. It's not his turn. All right. Going to the top though, Scorn.
So nothing over there, huh? So I tried, just to verify, I tried like basically where he is standing now, and nothing was penetrating. It's hard. I mean, this is hard. I'm assuming we don't want to fight this guy.
Remember, we're not that big of a party size anymore.
I'm not going to say anything at this point. I'm staying quiet.
You are silent in the shadows.
Well, I'm not silent necessarily, but I am shadows.
This guy could determine if they're not, so we gotta tread everything like life or death situation.
If I was metagaming, which I'm not,
No.
he did crush a rock at, just... He's literally the cop that started shooting at an acorn dropping out of his Just saying.
Just fire! Just fire! Triple roll.
I want to.
Tactical roll.
Are you hit? Yeah, I'm hit. Okay.
I want to move to this side,
All right.
and I want to cast Dancing Lights again, but to appear over here in a line away, like in the way he's looking, to
Okay.
bring him towards this direction.
Okay. Yeah, you can try to do that. All right. I'll roll for it on his turn. Anything else you want to do?
After casting that, like based off what I would try to move back into like the hidden position. So I'm hidden.
All right. Roll stealth.
Are you fucking shitting me?
Well, come on!
I'm not even kidding. This fucking dice has rolled 3 nat 20s in a row.
Dude,
Well,
yeah,
I can't do it.
Jail.
No.
No!
I got a 16 on the other one, so like, what do you? That's a dirty 20
Okay, so
plus,
you're
so
fine.
30.
Yeah, 30. Okay.
But it's still bullshit.
All right. So as we move, the giant's going to go here. Going to turn around and immediately just kind of look over here.
Well, but there are the lights over here.
I know, but he's going to the sound that was more of a distraction to him.
I made
Oh.
He's going to kind of like stand there, literally like basically edge to edge with you, Arthur.
He's edging me right now, dude! Fuck!
It's basically just like edge to edge with you. He's just going
Mouth. Yeah, what that mouth?
Don't kiss me on my hot mouth.
Where is your... You're going to watch it just kind of like reels back these rocks and just chucks them, and you're going to watch it, they all just immediately hit a tree, and the tree just kind of begins to snap and splinter.
I am near shitting myself,
So,
but luckily I'm invisible, so it won't smell.
Alright. So, going to Arthur.
Oh, it suddenly smells like shit. That's great.
I have a
So
question.
you're going to watch in this tree.
Oh,
How heavy is his axe?
he's not.
It's pretty heavy.
He's a.
It's pretty heavy.
It looks like a great axe.
But like a great axe for like a great...
Yeah,
Like with
giant.
a strength of 19.
probably not. We can disarm him. You're gonna just like, hey, mine. Give me.
We got it!
Oh, okay.
No, it says on his side.
No, I thought it was laying down.
No, he has it on
He
his
has it on
side.
his side.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was like laying down.
No,
over
no,
here
he
because
has it
was
on his
asleep.
side.
I thought he didn't have one.
That's right.
No, I heard it was on his side.
Yeah, it's on his side.
Oh,
Yeah.
Battle.
He has it on his side. He had rocks in his hands.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, never mind.
okay, all right.
I'm
No,
going
I have a couple
to
ideas.
That won't work.
going to dash.
Okay.
Yes,
Which direction?
that way. So
To where?
60 feet, just towards that rock. It's not climbing up on
Okay.
anything.
So he's gonna have disadvantage against you as he just kind of like hear you moving.
Mhm.
He's just gonna, huh? He's gonna kind of like move really quick.
How far do you actually want to go?
As far as
I'm
I
at
can.
40
It's the
right
full
now.
60. Yeah.
Does a
Yeah. I'm just gonna-
does a 15 hit? Okay. So you're basically gonna watch it like he just kind of like he hears something kind of moving from him. You're just gonna immediately just kind of swat his hands, and you're gonna end up just kind of getting like clobbered by one of these hands.
Smacks her ass.
And he's not gonna fully realize he hit you, but you're gonna end up getting knocked prone, and you're gonna take 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
So where is
I was
did he go flying at all?
half expecting to be thrown into like a rock.
No,
you got backhanded.
He got backhand. He's not prone.
So you didn't.
But I'm visible now.
Did you take damage?
Is it concentration?
Oh, you did. Yeah.
Oh.
The concentration is on damage.
This says spell ends for a target that attacks or Oh, never mind.
So you're still invisible.
So yeah, as long as I maintain concentration.
Yeah,
Did you maintain concentration of a 6?
I'm pretty sure.
Roll your con. Yeah, just roll it.
Con and then plus my thing. No shot, dog. No
You guys were doing
shot,
so good,
brother.
You guys were doing so good.
Scorn, it's time.
You guys were doing so good.
Scorn.
Yes.
All right, cannon, blast.
I'm the glass. The glass happens before the cannon. So I'm just saying.
So as you end up turning invisible, he's gonna be like, all new will hurt you, brother. What are you doing here?
Oh, God! So you can see me? Wait.
There you go.
Yeah, that was a really good use of his second level spell. So. One turn. Cool.
What are you doing? You're gonna watch he kind of like put his hand on his axe.
I'm gonna look around and like kind of like slowly get up, like keep my hands up. You can see me. I'm gonna like kind of whisper at him. You can see me.
Pro performance, really quick. They aren't very bright, so.
13.
I think so. He's gonna kind of like reach out and just like try to like kind of grab you a little bit. You're actually gonna notice like it looks like he has like one eye, so like his depth perception kind of off. He's trying to like grab you. Oh no! You there, brother?
No, this is the first time anyone's seen me in years. I lost my family because they couldn't see me anymore. Everything, I couldn't live anywhere.
Oh, that's sad. You know, I've got a brother over there too, but he sees me a lot.
Oh, thank God he's stupid. I'm just kidding.
If he didn't see me, I'd be really upset. But
So you understand?
oh, I understand. Well, you know it's supposed to be over by our sitting rock. This is our sitting rock that was given to us by someone.
Sitting rock.
This is our sitting rock right here. It is.
I actually have one myself. Can I share with you?
You
It's only me sized, not for you.
you have a sitting rock.
I do.
Roll performance.
14.
Dumb motherfucker. It's like
I'd like to see your sitting rock.
It's not quite the size. Your sitting rock is grand. Mine is only wee small. And I pull out
What's a grind? Does it?
Massive, huge, majestic. It's a spectacle to see. I
It's like brute.
Exactly. You understand?
Yes.
Well, he's distracting.
Is he also stood up, by the way?
Yeah, he's
Well, he's distracting him.
Yep.
Can we investigate the rock?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna let you go because I.
You guys still have your stealth, right?
Yeah. Stay within 30 feet of me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Roll
investigate the
stealth.
rock while also just trying to keep a lookout for the other brother.
Okay. Alright.
I'm watching both. Like
Okay.
I'm letting
So
him
roll-
do the
roll stealth.
investigation.
Both you roll stealth.
No way, bro. This isn't The Hobbit, okay?
That is another 30.
20.
You're gonna be looking around.
Roll a
So you're gonna be looking around. I want you to roll Arcana. So both of you guys are safe.
Excuse
I can't give you guidance because we're not range about
Damn it, 15.
Okay. You're looking around more, and you're really trying to pick out if there's anything like any illusions or anything like that.
Just gonna.
You're also kind of like feeling the walls and all this. You're like, there's nothing here, like on this entire area. Like you're kind of like feeling it, looking. You're like, okay. Looking quickly, I don't think there's anything here. There's nothing in this area right here.
Okay, I'm gonna move back and just whisper, or just motion.
I point over here. That's the only spot I can think of that we haven't checked.
Yeah. All right, so you guys do that. We'll go back to you. Sit and rock.
Can't touch the hidden rock.
I pull out like a halfway sized pebble about this big out of my pouch that I would normally use to cast some silly shit on it.
Of course.
It's not nearly as large as yours, but this does give me comfort.
You sit on this rock.
It's actually quite comfortable.
Was that one given you by one of them magic folks too? This rock was given to me by one of them magic folks.
Really? What kind of do you remember? I'm sorry. Very rude of me. My name is Arthur. May I know your name, friend?
I'm called Brute.
Brute. It's a pleasure to meet you, Brute. Thank you.
Pleasure to meet you, Kerr.
Yes. My stone actually was given to me by a wizard. It actually does something something a little foul. Would you care to try it?
Oh, what? Sit and rocks that do things interesting and unique.
Well,
Doesn't sound like a good sit and rock then, is it?
it's multi-purpose, which is why I enjoy it so much.
It's a multi-herpes.
Yes.
What's
I can.
a herpes?
Purple.
Well, what do you find yourself wanting to do?
I like to sit on my sit and rock.
Then that would be one of your herpeses.
I like having herpeses then.
Just going through my components. Hold on.
Another one you might have is spending time with your brother. That's another good herpes.
He's a good herpes. He's a main herpes. But he's a good herpes.
What?
We'll go back to you guys really quick. Just hold on the hell up.
Okay.
You're doing a great job.
It's not gonna be in vain, I promise.
It's fine. Which eye does he not have?
It's the center of his head, bro.
Oh!
It's
He's a Cyclops. What do you? Oh, he only has one.
Only
eye.
has
I thought
one.
you meant
Depth
like.
perception
I thought you
is
meant
terrible.
like
He only has one eye. Yeah.
Wow. Why is it so symmetrical?
Okay, so I guess that way.
It's got. I mean, I tried to light penetrate it, but that didn't do shit. So it's either maybe we have to move his sitting rock.
The rock. That giant boulder.
Can I?
It's not just a
Well, I can slightly mold Earth to try to see if it does anything. Yeah, just maybe a tiny bit.
Well, could you mold Earth quietly?
I don't know if that's a possibility.
It is not a possibility.
It is not a possibility.
I mean, look, I can try to go over there again. I'll be out of reach from you.
What? I mean, I'll follow you, but I mean, we would have to go behind him at this point.
If
to
you
check the
feel
other-
like you can want to, if you want to take that risk, that's fine. I mean, to be fair, to be rude, but like, you're clinky clanky.
you're doing this, not me.
So you still want to follow me while you're clinky clanky?
A little bit. I'm gonna be close enough to assist if need be.
If that's what you want.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
If you're fine doing it.
It's not fun.
Can't you turn into shit? No, you do not.
Pretty sure you do.
higher levels you're able to do
It
spell
depends on the
casting?
spell. So certain spells you can continue the concentration while you're in wild. I heavily looked at
Wild
this. But wild shape does not
Uh.
break concentration. You still have to use, but you still, if you get hit, like have a chance to break.
Handy dandy.
I was a druid. I came back as one. Because I could do moonbeam, I can do heat metal, I can do all this stuff, and it stays on
think
while you're. But it's
that's part of
specific.
the
It's certain
circle of the moon.
spells that.
Or
it's
the
cer-
land. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
I
tell
think
me
it's-
anything.
It's for certain classes, for
Yeah.
certain subclasses. So. Yes,
I'm not gonna,
you would drop concentration.
Yeah, I'm not gonna attempt that.
Does wild shape break concentration? Concentration spells before entering wild shape. Entering wild shape does not injure concentration on it.
Is that for specific?
That's fucking PG-3.
It says, okay, yeah, you can't cast spells, and your ability to speak or take any action that requires hands is limited to capabilities of beast form. Transforming doesn't break your concentration on a spell you've already cast.
So you could do it.
However, or prevent you from taking actions that are part of the spell, such as Call of Lightning.
There you go.
So yeah,
You can keep concentration, but I can't cast anything. I,
Right.
I know I can't cast anything. I just didn't know if I could.
Yeah.
If I would break concentration.
Correct.
There you go.
Okay.
That's why I like
You're
That's-
welcome.
books.
I googled.
Shiloh, you're fine.
You could have just trusted me.
All right.
No.
So what do you want to do?
Okay.
Anybody.
I'm level 7.
Trust but verify.
I still won't be able to find creature. So
Wait, really?
yeah,
I thought it was level 6.
let
Yeah, how many
sorry,
levels do you
sorry.
have?
That's
Moon
That's
Druid.
shape of the circle of events.
Circle of the Moon. Circle of the Moon from the get-go. You can transform CR1.
Yeah.
I want to know. I'm only a 5th level.
But I'm more thinking something. Could you go something tiny and just?
I'm not so sure. It just says stat block. Yeah,
Well, you
so
can
like
go
level-
something.
I'm saying just a snake, a spider.
Well, no,
a
I'm
squirrel.
still, yes, I was thinking mix something small.
Squabble.
You can do it. Why? I mean, can he do just a regular bird, like a freaking like a?
I don't think he can fly yet. So
No,
you can do
I
like a
can't
squirrel
fly
or
yet.
something.
I cannot find
You can swim.
it.
Yeah, you can do a squirrel.
He let me.
I would do a squirrel or something.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to. I know there's limitations behind.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a squirrel.
Okay.
I'm
All right, so you do a squirrel and you're able to kind of scurry your way up through. So where you're going? What's your pathing?
I'm gonna pat. I'm gonna go. Try to go
Shit.
up
It's
here.
a huge squirrel.
As you're kind of like running up through, I want you to go ahead and roll Arcana.
I would have touched you as you left and given you guidance. So my concentration is guidance.
Oh my god.
I think you still have to be next to him to keep casting it though.
I think it's once it's
a,
cast.
it's a duration.
Maybe
for
it
one
is.
minute.
It's the
Duration
duration
of a
for
minute.
it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
We're in. Are we still in turn base or not?
You're still on turn base.
Okay.
Kind of like half turn base. You do
Half
turn
turn
base.
base. Okay. Okay. So 17 on the
Okay. As you're running off in that direction, you're not noticing anything, but you do kind of get like something out of the corner of your eye. It kind of like it looks like it kind of like fades. It looks like it's actually up top, above you. Kind of up in that crevice as you're kind of like scurrying by.
I'm gonna move towards.
So as you end up kind of getting up there, you're gonna see what looks like this kind of like rock as you're just kind of staring at it. It begins to kind of fade away, and you see where there's like an open grated door, kind of in the middle of the rocks there.
All right. So where technically is he?
He's like up there inside this groove.
So I see like a grated door.
Yeah, a grated door, but it looks like it's actually open. It's like cracked open.
Ooh. I'm gonna take just not too deep of a peek, but just like a quick peek through the door. See
Sure.
if I see anything.
You're gonna end up seeing what looks like a little narrow corridor, and then a ladder of some kind. It looks like it's going straight down through the rocks.
Oh. Sweet. I'll go back over here.
Okay, roll stealth.
Yes.
And then we're going to go to Arthur.
Yeah.
25.
All right, you're able to make your way back. Okay, so Arthur, going to you.
Where did we leave him?
Talking about your special rock, how it does something, and I didn't like that it did something.
Yes. And your brother is your Herbus, the other Herbus, and you could have multiple. And my rock has two.
Two Huppuses.
Two Herbuses.
That's cool, brother.
Do you think your rock has more than one purpose?
I might have one. I know that my wizard friend that gave us this rock, he sometimes sits in the sitting rock and he relaxes so much, he goes invisible like you. And I don't see him. I lay on the rock a lot, my sitting rock. I'm always here in the sitting rock. That's my purpose.
That's yeah. But you said your brother was more
No.
your main purpose.
He's my main purpose, but no one's allowed by the sitting rock. That's my other main purpose. Wait, no one's allowed by my sitting rock. That's the main purpose.
Friend, I didn't mean to offend that.
You're not supposed to be by my sitting rock. That's my purpose, remember? You watch, he just kind of starts crushing it.
Of course, I wasn't trying to get on your sitting rock. I was trying to see if I could go over to you. And if I could... Nobody's been able to see me.
Can I
roll persuasion.
Can I prepare command? So if things get too tense between the two of them,
You can hold the action, but we'll
Yes.
say, yeah. Like,
That's what I
I'll
would
say
do.
you're on the lookout to cast it. It looks like something's going to happen.
correct. I'm waiting to cast command.
What'd
Can't
you roll?
help you, bro.
What'd you roll?
Do you have any more inspiration based off this conversation so far?
I used the one from the door strat. I don't know if I got anything else.
You can only get one though. You can't overlap. Are you jumping up and down trying to get
yeah,
my
I got a
attention?
I got a 7.
You telling me to like?
I'm about to fly
Well,
over there.
but we already know I can see you. We discussed that. But you're not even supposed to be by the sitting rock.
I'll leave. You don't have to tell. I don't mean to offend
No
you.
one gets to just leave by the sitting rock. You're gonna watch as she starts to like reel back his hand.
And then I say, I say halt. The target doesn't move. A wisdom saving throw. So 13.
Wisdom save. And you said the target doesn't move. What
Well, I'm telling him to halt.
right, but then how long's the duration?
It's just one round.
Yeah, he's just forced to do that.
Yeah, that's specific
That move
action.
on his action.
Okay. You're gonna watch he just kind of stops.
So he is the target doesn't move and takes no action.
Squeak, squeak, squeak,
And then I fly up here to follow you
Okay.
because that with
Yeah.
yeah.
I would basically tell my companion to follow me as well.
I was saying you would have done that while it was squeaking.
Yes, squeaking. I'm like,
And then I would
That telepathic
I'd be like
communication.
waving at Arthur like you better hurry the fuck up on
Yeah, I'm gonna run past him.
Okay.
Run past Brood as fast as I fucking can.
okay, and then I'm
I
just.
mean, there's if you dash, you'll have enough action, like movement to get up. Perception, right?
Yeah.
I'm a go
5,
down
10,
the ladder.
15, 20,
Okay.
25.
You're gonna watch as he just kind of like runs through this wall really quick. You're gonna hear a little bit of middle like as you just kind of see him fade away. But you're immediately gonna see this kind of like illusionary rock just kind of
Straight
fade.
following the squirrel.
Yep.
Okay.
Going for it.
And I just grab onto the ladder just like a fire and just go right on the side.
All right. So the rest of you end up following suit and taking this long ladder down.
The secret shaft!
Or is it?
Look, that's a well-used command, okay? Oh, ooh. Got the wall.
Whoa! There's stuff!
There's things that are going on.
Wow! There's another one!
Hey, where's my guy?
Right here.
Oh.
All right. So you guys are gonna end up getting into. Okay, you're pulling.
Yeah, well, that's sorry. I was gonna try to get it out of the way.
All right. So you guys are gonna end up landing right down there.
Jesus Christ. Gotta reorganize again. You're gonna fucking do the other side.
So the three of you are going to end up landing over here.
Back to my ritual setup. So are we out of combat?
Seems so for now.
Yep, looks like you guys are out of initiative order as you end up getting down that ladder.
Okay. I transform back.
Whew, hey, good job finding us. Hey, you survived. Good
Yeah,
job.
oh
What
my
happened?
God.
Why'd you get hit? Why'd you break invisibility?
Dumb fucking lucky hits me. Look, we avoided that catastrophe. I'm just glad we didn't end up like that other fella down over there.
It was about to be made of. See the tree? I see one of the trees are the shape they where they are now.
Okay.
I was gonna even offer to repair a tree or two. Like, oh, I can bend it back so you can smash it again. But no,
Okay, so where are we? I want to take a look around.
Yeah, is it light, dark?
Okay. So as you end up kind of getting down to this corridor, you're going to see it is completely pitch black in this area.
It's dark.
Like, you see a little bit of light that's coming from up top, but it's like barely coming through that little illusion stairway. But as you kind of got down to the bottom, it basically got pitch black, and I think only you have night vision or dark vision.
I can't see shit out
I
of this
can
thing.
see. What do I see?
So what you're going to end up seeing is what looks like this kind of like little area that's kind of set up by the ladder. You're gonna see as it kind of goes to this corridor where it's like the corridor itself looks like it's literally just carved into the ground, or into the rock and the earth. A little like tunnel, probably like 5 feet by maybe 6 to 9 feet.
Well, there's a little spot over here that I think we have to go this way because we're definitely not going backwards.
no.
You guys literally cannot see anything right now, so you have to like light a torch or something dancing.
I
by it or
am
whatever.
lighting a torch,
Oh, I was gonna say,
and I'm gonna hold it.
And I can just dancing light. No, you're gonna light a torch? Sure.
All right, you end up lighting your torch.
You need dancing light on your torch.
All right, so what do you guys want to
Accomplishing the same thing.
You pull one on.
Put it on the squirrel.
So light the torch with my lighter.
do? Not your firebolt.
No, I don't need that.
Okay, all right.
I got a little thingy that does it.
Oh, perfect. There you
Yeah,
go.
just like my my vape.
Yeah,
My
exactly.
in-game vape.
Bro, totally. All right, so what do you guys want to do?
I mean,
What do we see?
So you're gonna end up seeing that this little hallway starts going down, so you guys will start heading down the hallway. Need somebody to move your things. All right, so it ends up being a really narrow hallway. As you end up getting through, you get to this area about over there. Front of the party, I want you to go ahead and roll perception.
that would be us.
It's a 17.
That is a 7 plus a 2 plus a 5. 14.
14. Okay, so as you end up getting closer, you're gonna end up noticing what is like this little area that kind of starts to cast a weird shadow, and as you get a little closer, it looks like that's a hole, that's a pit, and you're gonna end up noticing what looks like a really, really poorly obscured trap right here.
Yeah, so there's a trap.
Oh.
Oh.
My.
Can I see past it? Can I move this one?
Yeah, it looks like you can move it past, yeah.
Like,
So you're gonna end up seeing what looks like as you kind of look down. Looks like it's really poorly covered up with just some like branches and some dirt and stuff like that. But as you kind of like look down, you can see what looks like sharp knives and things that might hit.
oh, that sucks for it. I just mauled earth.
Mold earth to what?
Cover the trap. To like
Earth
basically
to
make,
fill the trap?
To fill the
You're
the
going
trap.
to sit there and fill this entire 10-foot hole.
Yeah, takes like 2 seconds.
To fill a 10-foot hole.
Yeah,
It would
I
take
get
like a
f-
minute.
take
It would
like
probably
five-
take a minute.
2 hands. Mold earth. Done.
But where are you, so you're okay. So let's talk about it. I want to logically help you through this.
5
So
cubic
you're
feet.
in this very small cave that's held together by something. You want to take the ground around in this unstable cave.
The bottom of it just basically lift it up, so all the spikes are basically gonna come up.
You want
What
Do you want?
Huh?
So I'm basically making it so we're not gonna fall anymore. The earth. Just
Oh, so we just step on it.
and then we just move the spikes.
Oh, I see what you're trying to
You want to pull the spikes up.
We're remodeling, is what we're doing.
Okay. So you can try to do that. I'm going to let you roll sleight of hand.
I'm just going to
Oh,
break them
okay.
off.
Because that like you were trying to delicately lift up that entire thing. It's not like you have complete control over the earth. You're like kind of trying to.
I mean,
pull
I have a
everything.
5 foot.
Right, but it's like a 10-foot hole, and you're trying to like pull this stuff up through and hoping it doesn't shift and kind of fall over.
Well, I mean, if the spikes get covered by earth, that's fine. I'm just gonna move the earth. If the spikes come with it, that's fine. Otherwise, I'm bringing the earth up 5 feet straight up,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna do it again to bring it up another 5 feet.
Basically,
Okay.
want to like.
So if the spikes come with it, that's up to you. I don't know how you want to do that. But my plan is to mold earth 10 feet down.
What I'm
5
trying to
feet.
understand is the earth is having you can't just add earth. You're moving earth up, so then the entirety of the area is going to fill in that void. That's my point. Like
Probably not.
because like so it's not like you're just forming more earth underneath it. You're like lifting it up,
How far is the
and then
gap?
that void is going to be filled by something.
How far's the gap?
It's about a 10-foot gap, or is it the gap going across?
Yeah.
It's about like a 5 to like 10 foot gap.
I jumped
Oh yeah. You probably just jump over.
It's all
Bro, it's like literally.
dude.
You're like,
Holy fuck. Like, wow.
How big's the gap? I'm jumping.
like I don't want to tell you guys to do. Okay, so let's talk about this. So you end up jumping over first.
Yeah.
So you end up getting to the other side. It's Scorn. So Scorn's not over there yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he jumped over there first. All right. Are you holding a light or anything?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm the only one who can see. Dude.
Are you holding a light or?
I thought you put like dancing lights on it.
No, I didn't actually do that
Oh,
because he'd love a torch,
It's lit.
and I can see.
it's lit.
So you basically
No.
just jumped over there. Okay.
I just jumped over it.
Okay. And you made it. You landed over there.
Wow.
All right. So Scorn, you end up jumping over there. As both you end up landing over there, I want you to actually both roll a lovely deck save.
So is he still back?
Yep.
Motherfucker.
What were we talking about?
I quit.
Wow, that's a nat 20.
Let's go, dude.
13.
Okay. So what you're gonna
Does
end up.
guidance work for that?
Mm-mm.
That would be
Cheating.
resistance.
So as this ends up happening, you're gonna end up getting over there. You're gonna immediately feel the entirety of the ground underneath you just collapse, like almost like giant planks of wood just broke immediately, and both you're gonna end up falling down into a pit on the other side of this pit. So as that happens, Rachel, you're gonna like grab onto the edge. You're gonna be kind of pulling yourself up and through. You're gonna watch your wife just becomes falling all the way down.
My ethereal wife, no.
and you're also gonna fall into the pit. So I need her to roll a deck save as well.
That's a crit fail. Okay.
Oh.
Alrighty, let's see what happens. So as you all end up falling into the pit, you pass. So you're gonna take half. So everyone's gonna end up taking 13 piercing damage.
13?
13 piercing damage falling into the pit.
Oh, but I take half of that?
Yep, you take half of that. You end up kind of like helping to negate the fall, but you're at the bottom of the pit.
Okay. Alright.
And your dead wife also takes 13 piercing damage.
Okay.
My wife.
I would just immediately get up and I'm like, what the? Obviously, well, I can't
You
see.
all good down there?
We're down a hole!
You jumped over one into another. It was quite ironic. I've only seen this in one other dungeon before. It was a funny one, that one too.
That information would have been good to know before the jump.
I don't know why you just jumped. We didn't even talk about it. We were like, oh, look at this hole. And Scorn was just sitting there holding his hands up for like I swear, a minute straight, just contemplating what to do.
Like
and then you
it
just
was
jumped.
the best thing to do.
Well, hindsight 2020. And
How do you get around a hole? You go over the hole.
How big is the, like, how far down?
can you show me like
It's about
how
10
big
feet down.
this pit is? In
Okay,
terms
I'm
of
just
like
gonna literally mold earth.
It's just another pit. Hold on, wait.
No, I'm just gonna mold
gonna
earth,
mold more, bro.
the soil that just came down into stairs. So,
So it's about 15-foot hole.
Wait, 15? You said 10.
This one's about 15 feet. in
50
length.
feet across.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm
10
literally
feet
gonna-
deep, 15 feet in length.
I'm gonna use the dirt that collapsed us to form a stairwell just to walk out.
Wasn't that much dirt, man.
Just go on.
but
I'm just
Can we just
shaping the
climb
earth.
out?
No. Okay.
Can we
use
just
the
climb
earth?
out?
You can try
Use
to
the
climb
earth
out,
that's
yeah,
literally
that's-
right.
I know, we can literally just leave.
No, literally use this earth that's right in between and just like level it out.
Probably good.
Make a ramp. Just knock it down. Make a ramp.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Knock out the wall. Put an island there.
There, so you end up kind of moving dirt, knocking the earth, making that entire thing happen, pushing it off to the side. You're able to kind of make a little staircase there.
I cast an ending.
Okay, so it's gonna be 10 minutes though. 10 minutes.
I'm also gonna drink a fucking.
No. Mending's a cantrip.
Yeah, Manny's a cantrip, but it takes 10 minutes to cast.
Take a minute.
Or is it a minute?
Yeah,
It's a
just 1
minute.
minute.
Okay,
Takes
there you
a
go.
minute.
1 minute.
Sweet.
10 minutes.
I know it was more than a round of combat. That's all I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
Mend really fast.
How much damage did we take?
13. 13 per second.
I'm taking one of my potions of critter.
Alright.
Popping the pots.
Look,
So-
bitch, I have not been hit by shit.
So the two of you end up getting your way through, and everyone gets over to the other side. As you end up kind of walking down this hallway, you get to a point at the end where it looks like you reach a door.
I would like to get in front.
Okay.
Because you know me, I'm the dungeoneer.
Yeah.
Wait, what? I thought I'm in. Oh, wait.
It's wide enough.
Up until we
Yeah.
fell in a hole.
Yeah.
It does.
You
It
jumped
does.
on-
It does. We're doing. It does open up there.
So wait, where are you?
No,
We're just coming up to the
Okay,
door.
so we're here
No, let's let the dungeon expert do most of the dungeon.
now. Okay, tied together. What the fuck?
So when you end up getting over to that door, you're gonna end up seeing what looks like a giant metal door that has kind of a couple of magic insignias on it. A roll religion for me.
So metal.
Can I mean, do I see that as well?
Yeah, you'd be able to see it.
Guidance?
Can I also roll?
Sure.
Guidance?
I mean, I'm gonna use it on myself first, but then sure.
Yeah, you don't need it.
Okay.
$29.
29.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Very nice.
Yeah. So I think both of you are good.
I'm clerics. I figured it's religion.
You're both going to end up like seeing this signet. You're going to realize that this is actually a signet of the goddess Magic Centauri. So it's one of her signs, and actually kind of showing her not fully in like what would be like her sigil or anything like that. But just kind of her in a very graceful pose, kind of holding her hand off, kind of casting a small incantation in her hand. And as you end up looking at the door and everything, and kind of like really like admiring the artwork, you're going to watch as the door kind of glows for a moment. And as it glows and begins to kind of pulsate out, you're going to end up hearing a voice calling out to both of you. The voice is going to say, "Speak the name of that who wishes entry."
We just hear this in our head.
Yep.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
Does it mean our own? We were just told to speak the name. If
Arthur
whom wants
Nightshade.
entry. Scorn to fear. I just followed suit, so I'm just like,
Reginald Stockwood.
Nothing's going to happen.
I'm gonna do.
Well, I feel foolish.
I'll do an Arcana check first.
Okay.
Just to see preliminary data. Oh. See. Oh. Guidance. 27.
27?
Mhm.
Yeah, so you're going to end up kind of telling that this has some kind of an incantation on it. Some kind of an enchantment where it's like it's sensitive to things or something. Like it's looking for something.
say Zephyrus.
Yeah. And you're going to kind of like hear like a little bit of like a clink. And then you're going to, it's like a pause, like a long pause. Then you're going to hear another clink.
Can I try to push the door?
Sure. As you try to push a door, it looks like the door doesn't budge or anything.
Did it sound? And I look at it. Does it sound like that just opened more or locked more?
Open more, probably. Or maybe
You're the one who builds things, not me.
maybe I have to speak the full name. We get the first name correct, Zephyrus.
Can I? Oh, I want to look on my Stein to see if there's his
Sure,
last
go
name.
ahead, look at your side. Yeah.
Whoa,
go
dude,
ahead.
I bought his shit. That's crazy.
Bro, looks so crazy, bro.
No, I just remembered. I bought them.
Holy shit, bro.
I only have his first
Go ahead and read that.
Zephyrus the Profound. And he is a wizard. It says wizard by the wizard. Zephyrus the Profound.
Profoundly silly.
Well, we opened the door.
We go through.
And we should have leveled up by avoiding.
Hey, we're level up, right?
Yeah,
We guys
we
fell
got
in
the
the
X-
pit, so
XP.
I mean, I don't think you get
Look,
points for that.
We didn't fight the freaking giant.
Yeah. He started fighting us, though.
I'm surprised he didn't give you inspiration. That was well done.
That was good.
That was well
If I literally rolled better, it would have gone fine. But fucking Christ. Rolled a 3 on
Well,
persuasion.
he said we were gonna level up in the middle of the session, so
Maybe.
I'm like waiting.
Depends
Don't
on
worry
how-
about that.
Did he
I have been
need
drinking
to
a lot of water.
already
so.
give us
Alright,
our
Hydration.
Hydration.
level to next what?
Oh my God.
Well, what's the
He wants his level. He wants to level up
Zephyrus
before
the
the door.
Profound.
And you're gonna hear a click, then another click.
And I try the door again.
As you go, like, kind of push a door, you're gonna feel the door kind of moves with you.
Push it open?
Fuck yeah, push it
Push it
up.
all the way open. All right, as that happens, you're gonna end up being able to see all the way down this hallway.
Need to be a good pound back.
And as you end up looking over to the end of this hallway, in the center of the room, you're gonna end up seeing what is this this like thing. It's kind of like dangling from the ceiling. I want you to go ahead and roll investigation for me.
Ding line. I was going first.
I mean, I opened the door, so I'm in
That's
front.
Well, I'm going for an original. I'm greedy.
Okay, I'll be in the back.
I'm being a little greedy.
17.
Right now. A little bit
17.
of the one.
Okay, so you're you're not the front of the group then.
Yes, I am.
He
I
pushed
opened the door.
Oh,
He
okay,
pushed
so
the
you-
door
yeah,
open
you-
and just fucking walked.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I went
He
first.
just,
Okay,
he just
so
kept
17?
fucking walking.
Yeah, 17.
Okay. You're gonna end up seeing like the top here ends up being some kind of a chandelier that's kind of dangling there, which is weird. And then you kind of look at it a little more. You see the chandelier begins kind of like glowing, and you see like what it's kind of like little sparks, and then all of a sudden, oh fuck!
It says, oh fuck.
No, you're kind of thinking in your mind like, oh fuck!
It's about to zap us.
Oh, fuck.
roll a deck save.
Oh, shit.
Fucking 16, bitch.
16. No, everyone's rolling a deck save.
Oh, damn it!
Every single one of you is rolling a deck save.
Fuck!
I thought this bitch is tight.
really
Oh, I'm
bummed.
rearranging this entire thing because the only person who can do damage, all he does is take deck saves. Fucking bullshit.
No fucking shot. Rolled a 4. I got a 2.
I rolled a. That's a 23, and then a 7 for my companion.
7 for your companion, so
Yeah.
23,
16.
16. 2. Okay, so you and the companion are going to both fail. You two are going to pass.
Fucking
So everyone is going to end up taking who failed, or yeah, everyone who failed is going to end up taking a total of 19
Oh!
lightning damage.
Yeah, see, if I was one level above, I'd be resistant to this bullshit. Just saying.
I'm going.
Am I like fucking like shocked in place?
Stay
Or am I,
over
can I
here.
just start running backwards?
You can start running back.
I'm gonna run backwards.
I'm gonna
Well,
run.
even
I'm
if
going to
Reginald's-
run back as well. Yeah, I'm gonna run back.
Assuming storms.
Do I know what it is?
You can tell it's some kind of like probably like a sentry turret or something like that.
That's spending again.
Whoa.
And you're gonna watch as like it begins, like all the electricity kind of like dies off. As it looks like it kind of starts sparking again.
So there was a time period where I could have like moved.
It's like kind of like in a lull, yeah.
Like, do I find a spot that in front of me that I could find that there's cover if I go forward? That
I mean, you literally are just
LOS?
looking down a hallway. You're looking down a hallway.
and something on the other side
How tall is the room?
is shooting you.
The tall, I mean, considering you kind of see a chandelier, you can't fully see into the room, you probably think it's maybe like 8-10 feet.
What's the ceiling made out of?
You can't see the ceiling where you're standing in this hallway.
Alright, so I just back up with the rest of the group.
Okay.
Well, there's that.
And you're gonna watch this thing kind of charge up, and as you get like right around the corner, you're gonna hear zzz.
Okay, so it does. Just if we're LOS, we cannot get hit. I poke my head up around.
As that happens, you're gonna not really see anything. But the second you kind of like put your head inside the doorway, you're gonna hear it go zzz,
And then I pull back.
and it's gonna stop.
Okay. I was testing my theory.
Show certain effects. Well, I've only ever run into a handful of these before, but they're not normally this far away. They usually have this typical kind of range.
Did it hit all of us here? Like it hit everybody?
It hit everybody in that line.
Yeah.
And it is like right here.
Or something.
Yeah, here you could just put that there. It's dangling from the ceiling.
5 feet?
No, like center of the hallway. Center of the
I
hallway.
know, but how?
It's 5 feet. Yeah, 5 feet.
Or center of the hallway here.
No.
Right there.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Center of the
shit,
room.
okay.
Center of the room.
That's what I
Call
thought.
it a
So can you see it from where you're standing? If you're
That's what I was told. Yeah. If I poke my head, I can see it.
Okay. What if you tried shooting it?
Yeah, but shooting with what? I mean,
Cast visibility.
good luck.
And extend the hallway.
Yeah, you're standing in front of the doorway.
I walk forward.
Yeah. And as you walk forward, it doesn't look like it's charging or anything. Okay,
Walk
you're
my
able to walk all the way to the
happy
room.
ass
You walk your happy
Pull
ass.
the lever!
As you end up walking into your way into the room, you're gonna end up noticing a couple different things in the room. You're gonna notice a lot of bookcases inside this room. Some of them just stacked full of books, some of them not so stacked. But you're gonna notice this kind of like this turret chandelier-like thing that's kind of sitting right in the middle of the room. It looks like it's actually a pretty beautiful construct. You look at the room more too, you see it was kind of like an enchanter's table of some kind, a couple of boxes of miscellaneous supplies. It looks like a bedroll.
What's the stuff against the walls? Bookshelves? You
Bookshelves,
said?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I labeled the bookshelf. I didn't have enough bookshelves, so I just...
Book.
How dare you?
Sorry, guys.
Each book isn't individually colored.
Broke my immersion.
That's a door?
This book.
I'm gonna go walk over to this little table.
Find the
Okay.
lever! Or button.
You could actually yell that to him.
I am.
Okay.
I'm legitimately yelling at you.
I'm gonna take a look at the table first, just quick glance, and then look for a disarming mechanism.
Okay. As you're taking a glance at that table, you're going to end up seeing what looks like a couple of things just like kind of scribbled on parchment. It looks like some kind of an incantation written in a language. Probably not familiar with what you know.
These languages: Abyssal, Elvish, Infernal.
Okay. You're not familiar with the language, but it's scribbled in some kind of language.
I will now try to find a lever.
Okay. Where exactly are you looking for a lever?
I'm just gonna, well, I assume I have time since I'm invisible.
Yep.
I'm just gonna kind of take my time to look around. Some sort of,
Show me where you're looking.
I'll start near the book. This little ritualistic place.
Over that.
Yeah, like right in front of me at this table.
Yeah, as you're looking around, you're not going to notice anything.
I poke my head out.
I keep.
Yep. So just show me like as you're kind of like walking through where you're
I'll
going.
look over here now.
Okay. As you're looking over there, and you're kind of like looking at this bookcase. I want you to go ahead and roll investigation.
17.
So actually, as you're looking at this bookcase, you're going to end up realizing some of the books on there look kind of like fuzzy to you. And as you're kind of staring at it a little bit longer, you're going to end up seeing what is the bookcase just begin to fade away. And you see a door behind it. It's actually kind of tilted open.
Oh, it's a door.
So it's.
A duck.
I'm gonna pass my hand.
I actually thought it said door.
Yeah, and then as you do that, you kind of the illusion fades for you.
Okay.
So as you end up kind of going into that room, you're gonna end up seeing what looks like an entire, almost like sanctuary, just built of kind of like cave walls. It looks like you're gonna see an entire like shoe of plants that are just kind of across the entirety of the ground there. So I'm actually dangling from the ceiling, as you see like this kind of like a river of water, just kind of like really cascading and like pushing through. As you're able to see like some of the plants are actually planted like basically right next to the water, like different species, but. That's what you're going to kind of notice as you kind of walk into this room through this bookcase.
Okay. I'm gonna assume that the disarming mechanism isn't here.
Okay.
Go back into the room.
Okay.
And I'll go. with this.
All right, so as you end up going over to that bookcase, you're going to end up kind of easily picking out as you put your hand up against it. This one's also an illusion. You watch that this one actually has a door on it that looks like it's closed and locked.
I'm just gonna give the handle or whatever just a little.
Looks
jiggle
like it
to
actually
to make
is
sure.
locked.
Okay. It's just solid wood. I can't like see through it or anything. There's no like peephole, nothing. Okay. Another door. Okay. Anything real here? I keep walking.
As you get to that bookcase, you're actually going to be able to examine it, and you're going to end up seeing that that thing actually has a good amount of books. You're kind of like digging through them. You're not really paying much attention right now to what the books say, but you can definitely tell this one.
I touch the back of the bookcase just to make sure.
Okay, and it's real.
Give it a little knock.
Pull on the bookcase. It just falls forward.
I found it. The door. Oh.
A wall.
Go next one.
That one you're going to end up finding pretty immediately is actually a illusion. And that one is also going to be a door that's kind of cracked open.
Every Dark Souls player's like
Right.
a wet dream
Yeah.
right here.
So you're able to kind of push through this door, and as you see that, you end up seeing what is actually a full-blown bed inside of this room. Looks like a couple of bookcases, some kind of an alchemy table that's kind of constructing this space. But then you're also going to end up seeing what is just an entire wall full of what looks like really good novels and some kind of a switch.
Okay, I'm gonna walk in this room.
Okay.
Can you say what was on the table again?
So it's going to be a bunch of just general alchemy supplies and a couple of potions, it looks like.
Okay.
And then you're also going to see that switch in the wall over next to that table.
I'm gonna go. Just gonna examine the switch first before I pull it.
It looks like as you're kind of like reading the switch, I want you to go ahead and roll Arcana.
15.
You're kind of able to tell that this thing has some kind of a magical presence to it. Like probably you don't want to touch the actual button itself. Because there's something kind of attached to it. Like you can kind of tell. Like I'm pretty sure the detect magic wore off at this point. But like you can tell it has some kind of magic property. Like you're a little bit cautious
okay.
about touching. You don't know what
Okay.
the magic
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
You
yeah.
just know it has magic property.
Spend 10 minutes.
Hurry the fuck up.
I'm gonna exit the room
Okay.
real quick and then go over to the next bookshelf.
Okay.
The final one.
And that one is going to also be an illusion. But that one is going to have a locked door.
We can give it a jiggle again just to make sure.
Unfortunately not.
Then yeah. Last bit right there.
Okay. And as you're kind of looking at that, it looks like there's a bedroll that's kind of laid out on the ground. What's your roll investigation? Not really irrelevant at this point, but
15.
you can tell that bedroll has a lot of dust on it. Looks like it's actually never used. Looks like it's kind of staged there to a degree.
Okay. I'm gonna try the crate, the lid on the crate, to see if I can.
Okay. As you open up the crate, you're going to end up seeing what looks like just miscellaneous food and other supplies in there.
Does it look fresh enough? The food.
It looks like the food's actually really fresh. It looks like it was probably brought here maybe like 3-4 days ago.
Interesting. I'm gonna go back into the room.
Okay.
And God, if only I had dispel magic. It was a real wizard. So, for dispel.
something
Just
that
now.
can pull it for you?
Just the 3 caster
Um,
amigos.
I don't have mage hand.
Well, hey man, how you doing?
Hey, what's up?
I'm literally poking my head back and forth to see if the thing's still on.
Hang
Just
on.
wait. Okay, still
Yeah.
going on. Like,
I'm just fucking
Freak
mending.
of
I think you would have gotten her back to full health.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever want assistance with that, by the way?
Oh, I'm perfectly fine by doing this myself. I appreciate the gesture, though. I can always get it.
Would identify work on this button thing instead of detect magic? The only difference is the cast time.
I would say it's probably not going to give you a whole lot.
Okay.
I think like you intuitively would know you're not really going to get a whole lot of an answer.
Okay. I'm gonna ask for a little bit of flavor.
Okay.
Can I use spell slot for shield while I pull on this lever?
Sure.
I wanna do that.
All right, you do that. You're going to end up feeling as you kind of like grab onto it, immediately you get like a jolt. You kind of begin to pull yourself away. It feels like it's almost trying to like shock and grasp you. And it looks like it kind of doesn't fully affect. It's like you kind of like pull, looks at the bolt, like the jolt kind of goes off. You immediately grab it again, and then give it a pull. And you kind of hear it. Zzz. Then you should put your head around the corner next time.
Okay, let's go.
Oh.
So let me cook, boys.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow suit.
Let me cook. Arthur's
And I go
Dungeon
to the
Adventure.
table.
Okay. And you guys are going to all get level.
Yes.
Even though you guys have avoided killing everything. Literally avoided killing everything.
Like, I was fine.
I'm not gonna fight a Hydra.
I mean,
But listen, if
Like,
a chandelier
he's being a
did this
little
to me,
bitch over
bro,
here, okay? I'll just-
lost half my health to a fucking chandelier. Okay. You bitch smacked by
Well,
fucking.
I was ready for
fucking
combat
brute.
as well. So, if it happened, it happened.
There you go. All right. Well, so now you guys are in this space. So what do you want to do?
Well,
Oh, hold on.
So
nobody can see me still, and that's fine. Well, glad you all are here. There's many place around to go. There's many illusions here that are deceiving you.
Yeah, you're still an illusion yourself.
Well, if by illusion you mean invisible.
Yes.
Yes, and maybe it's good for a moment, just in case.
Freaking me out a little bit.
Don't
but-
worry.
No, okay.
All right,
Okay.
not going to do anything silly.
Okay.
But-
So.
Well, okay, so I'm going to walk over here. Just follow the sound of my voice, and I give the wall next to me a knock.
Okay.
And like, just take a waltz right on through.
I'm gonna walk where I hear his voice.
All right. And as you end up kind of like walking into that room, you're going to end up kind of like feeling like yourself just kind of walk through this illusion. So this door just swings out in front of you. You look inside, you see like an entire area full of plants and different things hanging from the ceiling and growing on there next to the river and everything as well.
Can I read the shit on the table?
The languages you know do not.
The primordial?
Yeah, do not.
Common.
Zephyrus is a clever man. I want to see if I can identify the plants that are growing.
Sure. You actually you can actually roll nature for this, I think.
Nature.
Wow. 2.
You're not overly familiar, but these are definitely not plants you see above ground, like growing next to a riverbank or something. They do seem like they're pretty exotic, just based off the colors and everything.
I can unlearn and learn when I level up as a sorcerer, right? That's the only time I can technically
Think
do
so? Yeah, I think
it.
so.
Just want to make sure before I actually do it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Zephyrus would mind if we take some of it.
I don't know where Zephyrus is, frankly. Keep searching.
As you're kind of looking around, roll investigation, actually.
Oops.
I'm with them too.
Investigation.
18.
Oh my god, another 15. With guidance.
Oh, yeah, we got it.
Sure.
19.
So the two of you are actually going to end up seeing what is like kind of like footprints kind of like walking through here. It looks like somebody actually stepped on some of the flowers and the plants and everything coming up from this water area off in the corner. It looks like there's kind of like a little path going through. And as you're kind of like examining all of this, it's like, well, it doesn't even look like any of these plants have been picked. You're kind of thinking like, didn't he come down here to do this? Like,
So the footprints are leading away,
kind of like away
towards the water,
towards away from the water towards this room.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go by the water and.
Okay.
Let's see.
Can you read See Invisible for me? Or not See Invisible, Being Invisible?
Yeah. Invisibility, please. Creature you touch becomes invisible until the spell ends. Concentration up to 1 hour. Anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it is on the target's person. The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell.
Cast its shield so it's gone.
Yeah.
Shield's not concentration. Shield's a reaction.
Yeah, but
You did cast
to
a
use
spell.
it as a spell slot. You casted that to broke your concentration.
It's not a matter of breaking concentration. What he's saying is you casted a spell.
So it broke your.
So
So
it
only
breaks the
other
spell.
concentration spells break your concentration.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But invisibility breaks
If
when
you
it's
cast
not a matter of
a
breaking
spell.
the concentration.
Oh,
yeah.
Invisibility breaks when you
Oh, I
cast
see.
it.
Well, then, all right. Then I'm not invisible anymore.
Okay.
Just
I
kidding.
just wanted to make sure. That's
Yeah,
fine.
no, you're right.
Silly me. I'm sorry.
No, I appreciate you asking or answering that for me.
Yep.
So, but as you end up getting closer to that riverbank, what are you looking for? What are you trying to do?
Just looking up and down.
Okay.
Seeing if I can see anything while I
You're actually-
relight my torch.
Sure. So you're actually going to see that like the plants are kind of glowing a little bit as you look farther down this corridor. You're not going to see anything. As you kind of like relight your torch, you're going to end up seeing what is like the water is actually pretty fast. It's kind of cascading down. Looking down that corridor, it looks like it kind of like goes down. I want you to actually roll perception for me, seeing the water.
My fucking 7.
As you end up kind of like listening down that way, it's hard for you to make anything out, but there's a lot of like echoing as the wire's kind of moving down the hallway.
But I don't notice any path specifically.
Nothing that you're able to see. No. Your investigation was a 7, right?
Or no, just perception.
Perception. Okay, you can roll investigation if you're looking for any kind of path or something.
I'm looking to see how the fuck. That's still. Guidance. 14.
As you're kind of like looking through, you're actually gonna see what is like kind of water as it's kind of cascading by, kind of like separating, almost like it's like hitting something and kind of like splashing up. But you're not seeing anything where it's hitting, but you're definitely seeing the water kind of separate around these kind of small locations.
Just further down.
No, actually, you're gonna see it like kind of like right over here. It looks like there's kind of like this water just kind of hitting this thing and kind of going off. Water's kind of hitting something down there, like hitting something down there, but you're not actually seeing anything. The water's kind of like separating off of these points.
Do I see any near me over here, or do I?
Nope, just down that way.
Okay, I'm gonna get closer. I don't see like anything immediately in front of me.
Nope, but you do see something kind of by your feet. It looks like a couple planks.
Like in the water, like half in the water, half.
Nope, just like on the bank right there next to you.
Is there any way to tell, like, probably not, how deep the water might be?
It looks like it's probably deeper. You can't really tell. I mean, keep in mind it's like really dark down here too, and the
But
water's
it's,
pretty
the
quick.
water's rushing pretty quick.
Yeah, the water's rushing pretty quick.
Well, these footprints are a bit odd since they're leading from the water, but
Can I see?
Yeah.
Can I take a look? So I want to come over and take a look.
Okay.
So where, like, is it, where are the footprints exactly coming from again? Sorry.
The footprints are coming from the water.
Like, I mean, like you could tell it's coming like this or like straight across.
It looks like it came from the water. You can't really see exactly where it is.
pretty much just like right where we're standing is where it came out.
So like at an angle, you could tell that it came from upstream.
Looks like it. Yeah.
Go back in.
Okay.
I mean, I can always Move the water around.
Create and destroy or mold
I
earth.
can shape the water.
With the way you went back inside, I want you to actually roll a perception really quick. Okay. You're gonna end up just kind of walking back into that center room.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Well, I mean, they said something about footprints. I wanted to see if maybe those footprints led through the door. See if I could like follow the footprints to see if I see any sets of
Sure, roll
footprints.
survival.
I mean, I can freeze the water if you want.
No, I think
So you are
Molding
gonna
earth
see
to
you are
make-
gonna see what looks like a bunch of
make
like
it all
kind of like
directed
wet
in one
spots in the center of this room. And as you get kind of like looking a little bit closer, you're gonna see what is like some like unsettled earth, almost like drag marks, kind of like leading out the door and heading back towards the direction you came. It's kind of hard to tell. It might be going that way. It could be kind of like turning back around, and heading back in. It looks like there's kind of like markings in this entire area with the mud and the water kind of sitting in there. It's hard to tell.
Okay. I don't need pages. It's just markings all around.
Yeah, it looks like some kind of like a scuffle or something.
I guess I'm gonna go the direction where Arthur came from over near this door, and
Okay.
try to enter through there.
Yeah, so you're able to enter in through there. You're gonna see what looks like a bunch of potions sitting over there in this like alchemy shelf and table. You're also gonna see a bunch of books just kind of lining the entire side of this like little area.
And also look at the table, any notes or anything like that, anything that really discerns, like the books that may be on the table, anything that like just sticks out to me.
Yeah. So you are gonna see a couple of little scribbled notes on the table. One of the scribbled notes is gonna end up saying something about RB. So R. This is gonna be in all caps. It's gonna be ABRBI, and then it's gonna say something about adjustments, tinkering, like certain degrees, trying a new crystal, and then you're also gonna see something that's kind of like scribbled on there that's just saying like routine maintenance to great catch in water.
Routine maintenance, great catch in water.
And it's to be great, not like great as in like
Oh, it's-
greatness, like the great, like a great in like a sewer. Then you're also going to see a book just sitting out there. And the book is going to be called History of the Eye of Exrath, Volume 2. Yeah, what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna shape water.
Okay.
And I'm going to like push the water basically to the side to see if I see like a footprint, a second footprint. Essentially.
I appreciate the creativity, but I'm pretty sure the flowing water would have.
You never know how big this
Move
fucker is,
the
okay?
footprints.
It's fine. I'm just gonna basically.
Wow, his footprint is so well preserved under rushing water.
Look, this D&D,
Washing
okay?
water.
You never know.
It's also real.
Wait, is this water an illusion too? Am I getting splashed?
So I mean,
It's footprint in the water.
I'd basically shift the water so like it just flows this direction. There's a 5-foot gap now, just to start.
Yep. So you're able to see to what looks like the bottom of this like cascade.
How deep is it?
It looks like it's like you're able to look down at the base, and it looks like it's about like 10 feet.
Can I now see what was blocking the water? Was breaking the water?
No, but you do see the wire just kind of hitting this point, just kind of separate. You're not seeing anything there,
Mhm.
but you're still seeing it separate.
Well,
Can we go back, or do you want to venture up the? I can freeze it too. We're going to walk across it.
does it freeze the entire thing?
I can go 5x5. Lasts an hour. Each cube will last an hour.
How long will that take?
great question.
I mean, for you to move like all the way down there, it'd definitely take a while.
I mean, just doing like one side, so like this side still be going in 5-10 minutes.
Sure. Yeah, you can start doing that. So as you start doing it, you're eventually get to a point where like you're not able to move anything, and you're kind of able to reach out and like touch something. As you touch it, it's like this giant invisible like column or something. You're just kind of like touching it.
How far am I?
It's literally that green thing that you're seeing.
Oh, cool. The fuck?
You're able to kind of like look at these other things that are kind of like how the wire's separating as well. It looks like it's also probably like these invisible columns.
Okay, so then I mean, I just kind of like just.
All right, so you're able to keep doing that. And I'll say you're doing this for like 15 minutes, just kind of pushing your way through. Eventually, you get back to this back room. And as you get to this back room, you're gonna see what is like a kind of almost like a self-made waterfall of like just water just cascading through this grate as it looks like it's falling down into something.
Okay.
It looks like as you get closer, though, the grate door is open and the water's just kind of going through. But you are gonna end up seeing something kind of stuck in the grate. This grate door's open.
Can I try to shape? Also, after forming the simple shapes and animate at your direction. It's the watercolor.
Watercolor.
I changed the water green for St. Patrick.
I basically want to see if I can make it so the water will push the object up towards me. Is the object something that's heavy? That's like
it's not gonna work just because of the cascading water. Kind of
like is it
pushes
close
down
enough that I can just grab it? Or
You could try to grab it, yeah.
try to grab it.
As you end up grabbing, you're able to kind of like pull it up. It looks like it's a cloak that's kind of like stuck in the grate. And as you start pulling more, it feels like the water's really beginning to like pull against you. And then eventually you're going to end up kind of like feeling the fabric begin to rip. And then all of a sudden it's just kind of like snap up as you hear something just kind of crunk down. It's like feels like something just kind of hit metal and you're holding on to like this piece of torn cloth.
Pulled the body up and it fell, died.
Are you with him? Or
I mean, yeah. I guess if he was taking the time to freeze every bit of water.
I have shape water and I froze it.
I figured that's what happened.
I turned into Kai again.
Yeah. I figured you were gonna do that
Yeah.
again.
It worked last time.
It did.
all right, so you followed the river through.
I want to see if I can freeze the waterfall, like prevent, like basically block water flow from coming.
The water, it's not coming. The water's going down to the hole.
Oh, okay. So it's going.
Yeah. It's like going down to that point and it's going down to the hole. Yeah.
Can I look down the hole? Like, is that?
Yeah, you can look down the hole.
Like, how deep's the hole?
You are not going to see the bottom. You are going to see what looks like, though, about 40 feet down, this grate with a body that looks like it's just kind of dangled there. Looks like there's another grate with another door that's open.
Down the hole. Ooh, I'll go back.
The great door that we're standing in front of is open, right? Extinguish my torch. Well, how lit is this?
It's not.
Not okay.
I was thinking
Okay.
of dancing lights to it down.
I was gonna start throwing firebolts down there.
Oh no, fuck that! I just dancing lights at
Go
it.
ahead, do your thing.
I just cast dancing lights.
Okay, you cast Dancing Lights. Let's go back to you, Reginald. What do you want to do?
After we were down there for 15 minutes.
There's nothing else in the room, just the desk.
There was a lot more books in the bookshelf. And there were potions on the potion table.
I guess take a look at the potions and.
Okay. Looks like there is a potion of greater, 2 potion of greater healing actually there, and then there's going to be 1 potion of healing as well.
Take both.
Yeah. And then you're also gonna have a bunch of books in the bookshelf if you want to look at those too.
Okay.
So you're gonna see a book called The Great Night Dreams. Another book called My Mother's Mercy. You're gonna see another book called The Songbird Serenades. Music is a Path to Shay's Love. Then you're gonna see another one called Mystic Insights Conversations with Severi. Okay. Alright, so you picked up those 2 books. Alright, anything else you want to do in that room?
Is that Mystic Song so severe?
As you're kind of going through that room as well, this is as much time as you spent in there, you actually are going to notice that there is like kind of an illusion in front of you with like a grated door. And that's going to be off on the other side of that room. That illusion is going to kind of drop off all the time you're spending in there, just kind of looking around. Then you're going to see what looks like a teleportation circle inside the center of that room.
Thing. Noted. I will come back to this room. This might be the teleportation circle that Zephyrus might take to get back to his shop. Probably tell the others.
As you're looking inside that room, I want you to actually roll investigation. Get a closer look at things.
As an 11.
You are actually going to notice that there is a, well, it's kind of like a little pool of blood off in the corner. And you're going to see it's like you kind of like try to pull around a little more. You're going to see some kind of like a black cloaked figure in that pool of blood.
Oh. Conscious? Unconscious?
Can't tell.
Can't tell. This corner?
Mhm.
E.
Okay. The great door is in the way, and you won't be able to pass.
Wait. Great door. Can I sense any like magical sense to it, or is it just like? Can
It looks like it's some kind of locking mechanism. Yeah.
Those out shadows just behind it.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Of course, if I go up to it, it's just gonna be locked.
If you want to, you could try.
Yeah, I can try. I mean,
Okay.
I'm just gonna...
Yeah, as you go to do that, it looks like it has a locking mechanism, but you're able to just kind of turn it.
Oh shit. Okay, cool. I open the door.
Just because it has a locking mechanism doesn't mean it's locked.
Yeah. I'm like, wait. Reverse psychology. Reverse to the reverse.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to do it, and it kind of surprises you a little bit, but you're able to open the door.
Sweet. Okay, I go in and I just take a peek at the
Okay.
cloak.
You're gonna see the cloak figure in the corner. It's like kind of like there's like a really, really, really just like dead look in their eyes. But I want you to roll medicine.
6.
Okay. It's hard for you to tell if they're alive, but you can kind of see like a little twitch in their neck.
I'm immediately gonna go up to him and healing word on him.
Okay. For how much?
Going to heal. Ooh, max. It's 7 HP.
Okay. You're just gonna kind of hear. No. No, you fool.
Come back to me.
No. Let
Hey.
me go. Let me be with her. Let me be with her.
I found you in the corner. What happened to you?
Let me die.
Who are you?
Let me die. Please.
Listen, the person that you are speaking about, they probably don't want you to die this soon.
No. I've done her purpose. I've done it.
What have you done?
We got the willing and the unwilling. Let me be with the lady. The lady of the veil. Let me join her. Please. You're gonna kind of see as he starts coughing up some more blood.
Who are these willing and unwilling people you're talking about?
It's...
Were you trying to perform some sort of ritual?
Just let me go. Let me... You're gonna watch as he kind of begins like pulling this knife out and begins kind of like trying to like pull the knife.
I'm gonna clasp his wrist. As,
Okay.
It's like, don't make me shove this down your throat.
Let me die. Leave
What?
me with her.
What is your... Who is her? Who is her? Tell me about her.
Margina.
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 Dark Shepherdess.
I've heard her name before.
Lady Vale. Please, I told you, kill me, let me go to her.
No. You will see her soon, but first, please, you must answer me these questions I have for you. Are you Zephyrus?
I don't know. Just kill me, please.
Do you know where he is?
They never mentioned how painful the passing would be. Let me be with my lady.
God
This is a very serious moment.
He's bleeding out, and you're just like,
Stop!
stop dying on me, Slim! Damn it, live!
Damn it. Just kill him. Yeah, I know. If I was in this spot, I understand. Be with your lady. And I just kind of push the dagger.
And then you're going to end up hearing him say something and saying, Death's cold embrace. Lady, take me. Judgment.
I'm just gonna let a big sigh as I get up. Do I notice anything else on this person besides the dagger?
You are going to end up seeing what is like a little magic component pouch, but you're also going to end up seeing what looks like some kind of a like a notepad in there. Okay. All right. Going back to you two.
Well, you want to jump down? I mean, did you see anything after I cast Dancing Lights?
You're going to see what looks like kind of like a little standing area off to the side where this other grate is, but the other grate, like I said, is also open. There's a body kind of down there, it looks like, wearing something. You can't really tell. But I would say if you have Dancing Lights on, you could probably make it out with a really good investigation. Both of you, if you're looking.
Oh, yes. With 22.
Yeah, a lot better than I did.
Okay.
5.
You're you're gonna end up recognizing. You're gonna end up recognizing. It looks like it's a similar sigil to what you saw earlier. It's another sigil for Legion.
On this person's body.
Yep. And you're also gonna end up noticing as you're looking down there, what looks like a rope that's kind of like dangled some part onto like where this is kind of like flopping around the water. You're gonna notice that the rope is actually torn, as it looks like it kind of maybe came like all the way up or something, like some far below area. Like climb or rappel down or up or something.
You said this body that we can see is dangling.
Yeah, it's
Is
like
it
kind of like
also
caught
being
in the
suspended?
grate. It's kind of caught in the grate, just kind of like bouncing around.
Oh.
Yeah. It's suspended.
Yeah.
Should we go get Reginald?
Yes, before we go too far. Depending on... We might have to refreeze this again, depending on how
Maybe
long.
an hour.
So it might take a little bit longer. There was quite a bit to take a peek at. So this was just one of those things.
Well, the water's still flowing. So I didn't freeze it all. I just froze the top layer.
Okay.
So there's still 5 feet underneath of it that's still pushing.
Fine with me. Well, let's head back and then we can come back.
Okay.
Where are you?
And you're gonna end up kind of seeing Reginald just kind of like walking out into the center of the room.
How's it going? We found a couple grates and a body.
Or more than good. They're
Oh,
great.
you found a body as well.
Oh, you found one.
Yeah, actually, I was in that room that you came out of, Arthur. There's a illusory wall in there.
Another one.
Another one.
Within that room?
Within that room, there was a grated door, completely not locked. Behind the door was a teleportation circle. I don't know if that might be the circle that Zephyrus might take to get from here back to his shop. I'm not certain.
It would make sense.
It would make sense, but at the same time, I'm not sure if it makes sense. On top of that, there was someone in that room dying.
Not even dead.
No, yeah, I think it was a follower of Moragina.
Oh, another one. Was he wearing the same cloak and
As
things
the
as
one from-
the one above?
Yes, like the one outside. He spoke a little bit before he passed, saying that he wanted to be with her. I assume Moragina. Something about he gathered the willing and unwilling.
Willing and unwilling.
Sounds like a sacrifice of some sort. Or a ritual.
Remind me, Moragina. She's the goddess of.
She's the one who caused the plague, the death warrant.
Not liking this right now.
This is very strange. I'm not expecting Zephyrus to be. Obviously, with these call them cultists. They seem to not be very welcomed here.
No, it's.
I mean, they got past all the traps.
Not past the traps, but something killed them. Or
Maybe Zephyrus did.
Maybe Zephyrus
one of
was
them-
trying to fend them off.
one of the bodies there was a body we found being suspended from essentially a waterfall. It's a
Should
bit
we go?
silly looking, but same thing. Same sigil on the cloak. And we didn't check for their effects or anything, but
So way down. A couple of different platforms we saw.
We explore everything that we needed.
not up here, no. I'm still quite curious about two locked doors. And I point to the two different ones. That bookshelf and that bookshelf, both illusory. Behind them are two locked wooden doors.
One of the bookshelves you point to, he's actually going to say, you were on the other side of that door. The one that's over there that he was pointing to. That went to the that was another door that led to the teleportation.
Okay.
That one was locked.
Yeah,
and
that
this
one.
one was locked.
Yeah. And that one over there is the one that led to the
Oh, I
teleportation.
see. I didn't even notice this one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's the one that led to the teleportation room.
Oh wait, this is the one that went to the teleportation room. Oh, okay. So this is the only locked door then. Okay, I go and try to jiggle this door.
It looks like it's actually locked shut. It is a wood door though, so not metal.
Burn it down.
Smash it.
Or smash it.
Yeah, you can do both.
They have a bludgeoning weapon.
Don't.
Staff.
Is my staff technically kind of bludgeoning?
Yes.
Yeah.
Does anybody
Not
have
sure
anything
who's
to
gonna-
unlock this? Like before I just try to beat the shit out of it?
These tools?
Have this crowbar. Navigators.
Crowbar could work.
So what else you guys want to do in the meantime while they're figuring that out?
Gonna hit the door.
I'm gonna pick up the book, little incantation thing. It's there.
The one on the
The
Okay.
super spell container.
yeah. So write down mysterious. So mysterious incantation. Your inventory. You could say found in Zephyrus' place, so we know. Whatever you feel like you need to. Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna hit the door with my staff.
All right, it's gonna take a while of you hitting the door. Eventually, you are gonna end up kind of breaking the lock enough where you're able to actually open the door. Okay, so you're able to finally get into that room.
We're not cavemen. We have technology.
Can I just remove all this stuff?
All right, so as you end up getting into that room, you're going to end up seeing what looks like another alchemy table of some sort, a giant box that's actually open in the corner, and there's a bunch of other miscellaneous supplies.
Is the giant box open?
Yes.
I want to look through the box.
Okay. Actually, as you go up to the box, there's not a lot to look through. You're going to end up seeing what looks like some kind of like a wooden construct of some kind, just kind of sitting inside this box with like an arm kind of separated, and like eye just kind of looking up. It looks like they kind of have like a little like an arcane twicker, flicker or something like that in the eye. It looks like it's just kind of like lying there. As you end up like looking a little bit closer and examining it, you're gonna see what is some kind of like an engraving on the upper chest plate, and in it it's gonna end up saying Arby in all caps in common. And then as you look on the other shoulder, you're gonna end up seeing TER. As you're kind of saying that and kind of mumbling through it, eventually you end up kind of like saying the word and like arbiter.
Sorry, I just watched the Halo series last week too. So I'm thinking, that's what I'm thinking when I hear Arbiter. I'm like, oh, he just died. Okay. I mean, it's dead, or I mean, is it alive, or is it?
It looks like it's not like in working order. It's some kind of a construct.
Arthur, you might want to come look at this.
I tucked the book away in my bag.
Okay.
And I look on the.
Go over there.
As you go in there, what are you looking for?
Whatever Scorn's pointing out to me.
I direct him straight towards the chest.
Okay. As you end up kind of looking at this thing, I want you to go ahead and roll history for me. You can roll with advantage.
Gonna be over 21, 28.
Okay. So actually, as you're kind of giving this thing like the once over and going through, you're gonna end up like seeing the same markings and everything like that, and see how it's kind of in disrepair. And you're immediately able to recognize too that this thing is a very, very, just given the fact you're an artificer, it's like a very complicated piece of machinery. It's like it can hold a degree of sentience, like just kind of like infused into it through magic. But you actually know that this was something that was used by the Imperial armies, like probably like hundreds of years ago during like resettlement, and also during the war against the Plague of the Deathwalkers. This thing is actually going to have like an abbreviation that you're pretty common with, given what you mess around with in the past. So RB actually stands for Artificially Replicated Biotic Individual. So
Biotic.
Artificially replicated biotic individual. And then they're normally followed by some kind of identifier. You can't remember all of them, but you do remember what the TR or TER stands for, and that's going to be trauma, evaluation, and recovery. These were like a special kind of series of soldiers that the Imperials used for a short period, kind of before it was becoming an issue in the political game. These kind of like created biological things that would have the abilities of sentient beings, but not really be sentient themselves. They can perform tasks that others wouldn't do, and they're used quite frequently during the Plague of the Deathwalkers.
You say the second one again? The second acronym?
Trauma, evaluation, and recovery. So the Arbiter is fully artificially replicated biotic individual, trauma, evaluation, and recovery. That's the full one right there. You can't remember all of them, but you do know specifically that one because you're all looking at it. It really specializes in medical care, healing, and things of that nature.
Okay. Pioneers used to ride these babies for miles. Wow. I have only ever heard of these before.
What is it?
It's, almost ancient imperial invention. And
Imperial?
yeah, imperial essentially the Imperials figured out a way to make expendable fleshings, or fleshlings, whatever you want to call them. Have them serve out specific purposes, like things people wouldn't want to do. Like, oh, go do a suicide mission. Oh, go do this.
To clarify as well, they're basically just for the purposes of like lore. They look just like a warforged. So
What's an imperial construct doing way down here?
I mean, we have what, 2 dead bodies, an Imperial Consort, 3 dead bodies, you include the one up top. Some giants guarding their sitting rock.
all 3 of you roll history for me really quick.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Wow, I'm glad you got something.
Fucking finally, it works.
I got
I mean, I can roll higher,
25.
Okay, so both of you are going to remember that there was mention of like Arby kind of coming up a couple different times. You're going to remember too that the Cyclops up there was saying that like a wizard kind of like they were like basically given this rock by a wizard and like they're not supposed to let anyone nearby. One thing you're going to remember from Nat 20 though is actually Jarvan, when you were over at the shop, specifically mentioned something about how he was working on something for like an Arby project or an Arbiter project. I remember him kind of saying that he was working on something with that and trying to like resurrect something or like fix something. That was something that kind of popped in the conversation really in passing when you're at the shop.
John was the helper.
Yeah, the apprentice.
Jarvan was the helper
Yes,
of...
the apprentice
Mhm.
of
Yeah, the apprentice.
Zephyrus.
Oh. Pretty sure this is a project Zephyrus was working on. Jarvan, I think, brought it up at one point. Meeting something of Arby.
Wait, hold on.
And that one, I've explained
Did
it.
find this scribbled note mentions of Arby, something about trusting trying new crystal. Resurrect this thing.
Well, this thing would essentially be
I'm gonna look on the table.
whatever you ask it to be. I mean, this one specifically
Investigation.
seems like it's serving some sort of medical purpose.
So wait, you guys also mentioned that you guys found a grate in the water.
It's further down that rushing river. There's a grate that leads down to a much larger open area where there's more rooms to potentially explore further below and above.
Looks like that was in this person's to-do list. It says routine maintenance on grates.
Well,
That would explain why that body might be dead.
or something still happened to that person.
13.
13. As you end up looking over the desk, you're going to see what is a book on the desk that says Constructs of a War-Torn Time. You're also going to see some miscellaneous repair tools, kind of covered in some of the papers and everything. You actually are going to see it. There is a scroll of catnap.
I was like, the fuck?
Yeah, a scroll of catnap. And then it looks like there's another scroll kind of like tied up in all this. A scroll of rip trick.
I'm gonna take both of those. I don't know what the fuck is catnap.
You might not have the spell on there. It's a specialty spell. You can just add like level 3 spell and then put catnap on there. I'll tell you how it works when we get there. Basically, it allows you to do a short rest in 10 minutes. But
Yes.
it fully incapacitates you.
Is
Incapacitates you. You also have that notebook where you want to look through that.
What level is
oh
the
yeah, I do.
rope trick?
Rope trick is a 1st level. The catnap is a 3rd level.
So spell scroll level 1.
So you're wanting to take a look at that notebook that you have?
And then I want to give the book, construct book.
Arthur. Okay. All right. He has the. So make sure you write this down. You have a construct of a war-torn time. Constructs of a war-torn time. Okay.
Yes.
So Reginald, you're gonna read that.
Yes,
one?
yes.
Okay. So as you're kind of like popping through the notes and everything, you're able to kind of flip through a couple pages. You see something about like about trying to get certain components for some kind of a ritual that they're trying to complete. Looks like they're trying to do something. It's kind of hard to pull out exactly what it is because some of it's written in common, some of it's written in. Do you know Elvish?
I do not.
Okay, some of it looks like it's written in Elvish. It looks like it's just kind of like going through. And you're just kind of like flopping through a couple more pages. You see another page that ends up saying something along the lines of basically the same note that you had before. And it looks like this person actually drew a diagram, kind of like following this like wood lines like that, kind of like this pathing and how to find this particular location.
Oh.
And then you see like a giant oak tree is kind of drawn this image. Looks like they just kind of went kind of above and beyond to kind of create this map. As you're flipping through a couple more pages, you get to another area, and as you're kind of reading through, it says something about basically like kind of scribbling down like a note saying, captured him working on something, and then you're gonna end up seeing like a little note at the bottom saying final message, and then you're gonna see like what some blood marks on the actual page.
Okay, I'm gonna turn over to Arthur for a second. Hey, I think some of this is written in Elvish. Do you read it?
I can.
And I'm just gonna show him the parts that I can't understand.
Okay.
What does this say right here? It looks like some kind of components for something.
So you're gonna see different kind of components that are kind of on there. You're gonna see something about like macabre staff. You're gonna see something about like diamond dust and things like that. Then you're also gonna end up seeing what looks like some kind of a laid out description for some kind of like a ritual they're trying to do. It looks like one of the big things was trying to get some kind of a powerful magic item. One of the things you see outlined in there, written in Elvish though, is an RV. And it looks like that's like a magic item or something that they're like trying to value on.
This is so odd. Doesn't this seem familiar? Mysterious book, ritual, components, sacrifices.
Reginald's gonna start.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh, I mean, not that I'm aware of. I don't think. Can I roll history to see if I know of any rituals?
Might
Nothing
be-
that you've heard of, no. Nothing that you've
Even
heard
from
of.
traveling the seas.
I mean, you've heard of rituals in the past, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
it's like really, really common. It's like, yeah, this is tied to rituals. Sure, of course.
Yeah.
Something like this.
You could read it out just so everyone. I'm just
So
gonna
stone
kind
of great power, safekeeping. Carved staff, safekeeping. Enchanted item of great value. Bang of the Demon Lord, which is this.
Can't read that.
And diamond dust. Oh. This seems like the very same. all the things in Elvish are just the spell compounds for this ritual, which happen to be same ones for.
All these documents from what Eddard said, these were taken from the Lord's Keep back, and I'm pretty sure that details how to perform the ritual. This was taken from the city of Pike, from the Lord's Keep. These hooded cloaked men, they might be behind some of this. Why are they here though?
I don't know. Why would Zephyrus be here? Why would this be a place that Zephyrus goes to? That's the weird part.
It has something's going on, and it has to do with something with that construct there.
Well, plain and simple.
Yes,
It's-
obviously, but this
Was
isn't
Zephyrus working with these people? Or did they take over? Why he
could be
isn't
force. He could be force.
There's still, well, we haven't found anything up
Great,
here.
great wizard of Zephyrus. I doubt.
I mean, a giant nation
Well, he
like
definitely-
the Empire against one was. I mean, a
They could be
multitude
trying
of-
to steal this project. Would be my
Could.
assumption.
Well, yes, that's actually more believable. Yes.
Interesting. Well, Zephyrus, or somebody, obviously gave these fellows a fight. There's still more to explore down below, which might answer more questions. But
Quest at hand.
I don't know what to do with this. Arby.
Well,
Obviously, there's people that attach great value to it, and for the right reason. I can see why Zephyrus didn't want to hide this within the city, and wanted to perhaps use this area for secluded experimentation.
well, I say we keep this area hidden for now. We close that back up.
We just destroyed the door.
Oh, we did destroy the
Is there anything over here?
What do you mean destroyed the door?
door. I can mend it back.
Two people going to work.
Yeah. Let's mend it back.
Alright, you guys are able to fix the door.
Okay.
Without the lock in it.
All right. Let's leave it as is.
Is there anything over here? Oh.
Wow.
Now there isn't.
Looks like it's just miscellaneous supplies and
Anything on that bookshelf in the corner?
everything. As you look at that bookshelf, you are going to end up seeing a couple of books. So one of them ends up being History of the Empire, and then another one is just going to say Spells for Dummies.
By the way, I gotta go soon.
I know. I was hoping that we would potentially finish this entire area. That way, I could like wipe this, and then we can move on to the next one next session.
Oh, I mean,
But you guys are still
we can,
here, so.
We can go jump down the fucking hole. That's
Well, that's the thing. It's not. Well,
I
so-
want to grab all the books that have nice titles, not the spells for dummies, but I
we
want to grab the nice
I mean,
books
we
and
can
then
hurry this up. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Well, so I guess the so to speed things up a little bit, just so we can wipe this, and I can have
Sure.
the other plus stuff is going to be fucking massive.
Sure.
Are you guys wanting to try to go down that hole, or are you guys trying?
I feel like
to...
that's where
Eventually,
we're all-
yes.
Yeah.
What's the plan?
Once we
grab the shit in
Yeah.
here. That
Let's say we'll talk about the books after. We'll say you guys are going to grab the books. When you go look down the hole, you guys are going to see it's like this endless void going all the way down.
There's like no ladder or anything.
There's a rope that's broken, and there's a couple of different platforms.
One
that
platform.
one platform that we were able to see.
You can tell how far deep it goes. Damn, that's a drop.
Well, that was the point of dancing lights too, is to see how far. Because I can go 120 feet with that.
And you're able to go 120 feet down with those lights, and you still can't see it.
Shit. Well,
secret shaft.
it
Is it the portal?
oh, it could be the portal down or
The unwilling and the willing. One gets pushed, another gets jumps.
Huh?
that.
Oh no, I'm going to jump. Oh, fuck you! You're jumping.
There could be a link
Trying to
down
cast the
there.
ritual
I
here.
don't know. Lake, I don't
we
wanna
can-
test
We
it.
can get the platform and go from one platform to the next. There's another one.
You didn't see another platform.
Well,
You pushed the
I'm
lights
saying
down,
if
though.
there is one.
Yeah,
like,
you didn't see. Well, I will say though, with the lights you pushed down
Oh,
120 feet, you didn't see.
how is that platform? Is there? Do we see a door by the platform that we do see?
A door?
Like,
Like
is
you mean
there-
like in the room?
Like
Another one of the graded doors.
Yeah. There's like a grated door at the base. It looks like it's open, going straight down. That's how you're able to get the lights through.
But so as far as the platform, it's strictly just like a standing platform.
Yeah, it's basically just kind of like a little room, kind of like what you're in, just another copy of it right below.
So there's probably nothing. I don't even know if it's worth to go down unless we literally jump.
Not jumping. You're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah.
How far is? Hold on, let me look at this.
I mean, I haven't even changed the spells out yet.
I will say there are ways to do this. If you don't want to, there's obviously other ways to get places. So you guys have other ways to do things. So.
I mean, we can always test this teleportation circle too.
We don't have anything to show if this brings us back to town.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, it takes us back to town.
What about a stone? One of your sending stones, message stones.
It'll just.
Well, we don't need to.
teleport.
I don't think we need
Yeah,
to test the circle out now. I think we test the circle once we're ready to leave.
So, but there's no other ways. Like we've investigated the entire room.
It's just down.
It's either down or out. But out is to a giant.
I'm tired.
Let's.
It seems
Can we
Well-
rest in here?
strangely safe enough. We can just relock this door here and take a little
Take a short rest.
Would a short
take a
rest
nice
benefit anybody?
long rest.
Health wise, yes.
I wouldn't
That's it.
mind. Honestly, short rest would be good.
Long rest for you. Short rest for
A
me.
short rest would be fine, honestly.
Yeah, I don't
care
need
about-
shit, so
I don't care
I'm,
about those
I'm
spell
good to
slots. I
go.
only use like 2.
All right, and you guys take a short rest, and I guess we'll end off there. All right, thank you all so much for joining us this week at Millennial Tavern. We'll be back at it again here next week, and we'll be doing more fun D&D stuff, more dungeon diving, and maybe they'll try to fight something. We'll see. Who knows?
We're not fighting anything.
Obviously, we're fucking running the entire goddamn time.
There
We're
you go.
taking damage.
All right, well, have a fantastic rest of your week. We'll see you here next week, next Wednesday, and this YouTube video will be up here on Friday. So thank you all so much. Anything you want to shout out?
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for joining.
Thank you so much,
See ya.
y'all.
Bye, guys.
Later, lays.